Hello, everyone. It's William here at Allegory Gallery, and I'm sorry I'm running a little late today. Um, we've had a few power fluctuations here at the house, and it must have been enough to knock the computer out, and then I had to get that restarted, which takes forever. And then that delayed me on getting the lots done. It's been one of those days, but it was a snow day for us, so I did not leave the house other than to go out and get cat food. I had to go out and get cat food today, and I'm glad I didn't leave because I've heard horror stories of how bad the roads were this morning. I was going to get up extra early and leave this morning, and I got up and I peeked out the window, and the roads looked terrible. So I was like, okay, let's see. I'm going to sleep in a little bit because I'm not leaving in this. There's no way. So I said, I'm going to sleep in a little bit more and we'll see if the roads are cleared out before I leave. And I checked the local groups here in Ligonier to see if how the reports were for the roads out and around other than just right here in front of the house. And there were horror stories that there were none cleared. My mom had to go to the vet this morning. It was a scheduled appointment. She's like, I should have rescheduled it, but she didn't. And even though she's not kind of near us, she was on a main highway, and there was like one path, like out of the 4-lane highway. Each side has 2 lanes. Each side had just one little path. It wasn't plowed. It was just from the path from the cars going through it. And that was on a main highway going through Pennsylvania here. So I figured there's not much luck that the mountain that I have to go over is very well plowed. So we called it a snow day in Johnstown and kept the shop closed up. So we were not in Johnstown today. If you stopped by the Johnstown store before you checked our Facebook, I'm sorry. We were not open. But we always do post if we're not opening on Facebook, and also, well, mostly on Facebook. If we're not going to be opened, or if we're going to be delayed more than 15 minutes in opening, we post on Facebook. So we did that so that everyone would know as much as we possibly could. I think it was going to be too dangerous. The mountain we have to go over, it's not so bad going up the hill, because the other side is really windy and twisty, kind of going down, but it's a gradual decline. Coming home over that mountain, even though maybe the roads would have been clear by then, just in case they weren't salted well, or it is a very steep incline or decline. So I did not want to risk that. So I stayed home today. We did some things around the house. So the things we're bringing to you tonight are going to be things that we have around the house. We have stashes everywhere, though. We could probably do 30 of these shows just on the things we have sitting around here at the house. So Andrew has some new polymer clay for you tonight. I'm going to show you. This is an exceptionally limited edition of polymer clay. So just to give you a little hint, he created some things that are to mimic Roman glass. It's very cool. I love it. I don't know, it's not probably going to be for everyone. You have to like that old kind of ancient texture and grit. But it's got some of those kind of beautiful colors that you get from the Roman glass when it's been under the ground for so long. And it has a translucency to the polymer clay. Not too much, but enough. They're really pretty. They're a little bit later in the show. I don't have a full even 30 lots, I don't think, for you tonight. We've been, you'd think on a snow day I'd have everything ready. I've been working on stuff since like 5:30, and I'm still not ready completely for the show. So, I know Andrew's also making more things. I don't know if they'll be finished or if anything else will be finished before the end of this show, but we're going to call this an easy Friday, y'all. It's going to be an easy Friday. I was not going to push myself too hard today. I took that snow day in earnest and spent it, sleeping in a little bit, cuddling with the cats. Andrew made us some fried potatoes. Our grocery store had I think 10-pound bags, giant bags of potatoes, buy one, get one free the other week. And so I got some, and we still had some in the cabinet from before. So we had to use some of these potatoes. So we used what was in the cabinet today. So now we've got 2 10-pound bags that we got to get through before they start growing things. So it's going to be Potato Fest here, I think, for a while, which is fine for me. I love a good baked potato, or even a microwave baked potato is delicious. So I snack on those a lot. So I'm not worried about it. But we did eat potatoes today. So we made fried potatoes. We put some cheese and some ketchup on them. It was really good. So that's that we got ready for the live, did some things, did some cleaning a little bit, some redding up, as we say here in Western Pennsylvania. And that's been the day. That's been the day. I took it easy today. I needed a brain relief day. And I think the whole world knew it because it gave it to me today. So that was good. Charlie says, popping in and out, we'll be back later. All right, Charlie, let us know what you're cooking up tonight. I hear you're coming to visit too. Andrew let me know today. Suzanne is here, says, hello, everyone. Joe, how is your weather? Maybe we are cold for New Orleans. We are cold, but we are not. We're 37 right now. The problem with that is it's still in a winter storm, and it's 37 degrees and it's precipitating. So what happened is we got snow last night, which didn't seem like a lot. It was like, at first it was like this much. Andrew shared a photo of it, but then it turned into like, there was like this much. I don't know how much is that? 4 or 5 inches probably, maybe 4 inches. 4 inches on the top of the car, and now it's raining. So it is turning to slush, very heavy, messy, wet slush. And if that freezes, that's where we get a lot of ugly stuff, because the slush freezes into hard blocks of ice, which makes it very hard even for cars to go around sometimes, because the cars have a hard time navigating. You're like, your steering wheel's jerking, trying to navigate the ice and the ice pits where people did drive through before it froze. So you're like lumping up and down. But the main roads have gotten better, at least the ones through Ligonier here. I don't know how the outskirts are. I did not go up to the cottage. I checked the cameras at the cottage and the temperatures at the cottage to make sure that everything seemed okay. Everything seems fine up there. I put in enough pellets that I shouldn't have to go until tomorrow morning. I planned that out. That was the plan. So I should have a fire burning until tomorrow morning or afternoon. And if I'm going to the store tomorrow, we'll see how the roads are by then. Depending on if this freezes or if it gets icy. I don't know what's going to happen. But we're still in the winter storm until tomorrow. And so I don't know I haven't even read the current winter storm warning. Okay, so it's until 3 a.m. Saturday. So technically tonight at 3 a.m. So by tomorrow, hopefully, all of this, let's see here. Oh, now they're saying this weather onset is starting tonight at 6:56. So just started about an hour ago. I don't know. I haven't looked out the window. So apparently there was new stuff starting about an hour ago with winds as high as 40 miles an hour, additional snow up to 2 more inches. But it's supposed to end by 3 a.m. or so. So hopefully it'll be clear for me to go to the store tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see how all that goes. Susie said we had snow and wet snow today. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. And it was 60 earlier in the week. It was. It was. Suzanne says we can walk to get cat food. Technically, I could walk to get it too. It would be a walk that today I would not want to have done that. It was really sloppy and messy, and big, heavy, wet snowflakes or rain. Not my idea of walking fun. Angela says, chilly here in coastal South Carolina. I bet. I've heard it's getting chilly. Some of our friends in Alabama were talking about it being chilly down there, like in the 30s with the high winds too. Suzanne says, we might frost too. That's a big deal for us. Yeah, you all probably aren't used to the frost, right? That's different for you all. Susie says, I got my new car today. The dealership in Greensboro picked me up. I was nervous driving home. I bet. Boy, what a day to have to go pick up your new car. Oh boy. Uh, you know, I was talking to one of our friends, the AG Beat fam, on Facebook, and I said, you know what? I think in Pennsylvania, people should have to get 2 driver's licenses. One to drive in summer, spring, and fall, and a whole other one to drive in the winter. You should have to get a winter's driver's license because I swear people have no idea. You would think growing up here, if you grew up here, you would know how to drive in the winter. People don't. People don't. They don't know what they're doing. It's dangerous out there. People flying all over. There was, when my mom was out there, there was a tractor trailer that had fallen off half of the road, I think is what she said. I don't know if it flipped, but half of it was like completely down, like over, I think over the hillside. And people, we followed, if you weren't tuning in yesterday, we followed someone home. We didn't go to Johnstown to go to the art show opening yesterday because we followed someone home. We were coming back home thinking about, oh, we're going to get dressed and get ready to go. And we followed someone home. They were literally doing 10 to 15 miles an hour or so, maybe 20 at the max at one point. And this is in a 45 or a 35. It was between 35 and 45 where we were driving. And they were swerving all over the road. And yes, it was hard to see in front of you. But like I said, I think I don't know if there was a medical issue. I don't know if they were falling asleep. I don't know if they really just couldn't see. But they were swerving over the yellow line. They were swerving into opposing traffic. They were going off to the side of the road. They were slamming on their brakes. And I said, this is the first day of winter driving. And that's exactly what it was. And then people, of course, were getting frustrated. And yes, that's frustrating. But sometimes the best thing to do is not to like apply all the gas and speed around them in a double yellow, but that's what people were doing. So it's just like people's tempers get crazy. People don't know how to drive sometimes. So I think people should have to, get that winter. You should take your winter test. Beth says, I'm staying home tonight and watching your stream and Hallmark movie too. Nice, 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 nice. Let's see here. Andrew says, the long way isn't bad. It's just way longer. Oh, going the other way. I didn't see any of your other comments, Andrew, so I don't know if that's... Yeah, there's another way to go to the store, but it is way longer. And it's not too bad. There's some curvy parts to that too. So we'll see. We'll see. But apparently today, none of those roads were open very well. So we closed. Oh, Suzanne was asking Susie what kind of car. A Subaru Crosstrek. I can't wait to see it. What color is it? What color is the Crosstrek? Lena says, can't wait to see. Andrew's pieces? Probably. Suzanne's having leftovers. We don't know what we're eating for dinner, I don't think. I picked up, when I was getting cat food, I picked up some like garlic and apples. We're going to do like an apple taste test here on the live as just something fun, something different. We still might, but I've got all these different kinds of apples. I've got Envy apples. Have you ever heard of Envy apples? I don't know if we've ever had Envy apples. And then we got Pink Lady apples, and I like Pink Lady. And we got some Gala apples. But I don't think Envy I've ever had before. So I'm interested. All the apples are like on sale right now. So they're like $1.99 or $2.99 a pound, which is good prices for here. I don't know what you all pay for apples, and then we got some oranges on sale and some bananas. So we definitely have fruit to eat for snacks tonight, but it's probably something potato-y tonight. I think we have some peppers. We might have some zucchini and some squash left over, some other yellow squash, and some carrots. So we can whip something up, I'm sure. I'm sure. Hello, Michelle. Thanks for joining us. Vanessa is here. Hello, hello. Saw PA on the news today. Looks pretty messy, says Vanessa. Yes, it was messy here. It was messy. And people not knowing how to drive. People get so frustrated, you know. People think they're great drivers. And I think I'm a good driver, you know. But I still, when it's snowy, I still, you know, take a little bit more time. Don't like try and slam on the gas or slam on the brakes. You got to ease to stops and ease to start, and you know, give people a little bit more courtesy, a little bit more time to do things. And some people just can't. They just can't, and they get crazy on the road. Now, some people go on the other side of things where they're just way too, you know, conservative with where they're going, how they're driving, what they're doing. And, you know, that's fine, but that's also like, if you're holding up a line of traffic, pull over somewhere, let everyone else go. Like if I have to do that, and I've had to do that before, I've had, you know, like we put the little donut tire on, and if we've had a flat or, you know, the road conditions, I'm just not comfortable driving somewhere, I'm like blizzard out kind of things, but other people seem like they want to get around me. I'm like, all right, I can pull over. I can let you all go. Go ahead. You get in front of me, lead the way. And that's, you know, people for some reason are like, it's like a problem just to pull over and let people go. If I have somebody going crazy behind me, I'm like, all right, it's all right. Go ahead. You apparently know better. It's all right. Cindy has joined us on Instagram. Hello, Cindy. I think you texted me earlier. I think that's when I was driving to get cat food, so I forgot to actually get back to you. But I don't know the answer to your question. That was another thing. Cindy was asking if I'm going to be in the store tomorrow. I don't know. I have no idea until tomorrow and what the weather is going to be like, because we were not there today. We were not there today. Lennis is here. Hello, Lennis. Amanda's stopping by to say hi. Hello, Amanda. How's is the strike still going on up there? I haven't followed things, so I don't know. Amanda says the only snow I have is from the indoor ice rink grooming machines. That's crazy. Vanessa says I have snow, a flocked Christmas tree. Nice. Nancy is here. Hello, Nancy. Susie got a darker green one. Nice. Darker green car. Hello, Sandra. Sweet Pea Gemstones. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining us. Anna says, hello all. Envy our good crisp apples. That's good, because I love the slightly sour crisp apples. If you get something too sweet, I don't know. I like the soury crisp. Growing up, like we didn't have all this variety of apples growing up. You had like the red McIntosh, you had maybe Gala growing up. I don't even know if we had much of that, but then you had the Granny Smith, and I used to eat the Granny Smiths because they were the most sour, at least from what we had. Andrew said we're probably having a hash. That's good. Hash is good. I like hash. Let's see, Angela is here. Hello, Angela. Potato pancakes, potato bread, potato salad, right? It's going to be potato fest. And Anna is here. Hello, Anna. I said hello to Anna already because we're talking about the Envy apples. My brain. Let's see here. Cindy says, hey, no worries. I was thinking of asking what squash you got. We got zucchini, and we got yellow squash. I think that's what it is, yellow squash. I'm not so much a fan of the yellow squash. I love zucchinis, though. I love zucchini. It's not that I'm not a fan of yellow squash. I just have I don't love yellows. Like, it's fine. It's a squash, right? But I love zucchini. I grew up on zucchini. My grandmother, that was one of the plants she always, always, always had in her garden. And she used to fry us up some zucchini. Fried zucchini. Ooh, I love that so much. Good fried zucchini. And then she would also boil zucchini and boil it and then drain it and then put a lot of butter in that. That's good too. A lot of butter on that. Vanessa says, I love squash, love to grill it. Grilled zucchini is good. I love zucchini. Chocolate zucchini bread with chocolate chips, says Anna. My grandmother and my aunt make, my grandmother made it. My aunt now makes a lot of times zucchini bread. And my grandmother used to put chocolate chips in it sometimes peanut butter chips in it. It is so good. It is so good. I don't know how much the zucchini actually does for it other than keeps it moist. Like you don't taste the zucchini, but it is some good zucchini bread. I need to get that recipe so I can make zucchini bread. And it says, my brain too, William. I feel migraine starting. Weather hits me hard. Weather hits Andrew hard. I'm surprised he doesn't have a huge migraine. At least he hasn't said he does. But with all these temperature changes happening, my eyes are itchy right now. I forgot to take a allergy pill today, so my eyes are itchy and I'm a little bit nasally. I can tell, but other than that, I'm doing okay. Other than the aches and pains, I've been starting to work out a little bit, and I'm hoping that's what this is. It would be like I'm doing some arm workouts, and I guess that might be the strip right across my middle back that is the reason it's hurting. But if I like bend down like this and then try to straighten up, it like takes the wind out of me. So I'm hoping that's all it is, and I didn't like pull anything, or nothing's pinched back there. I don't usually get that from just a few workouts, but of course I haven't worked out in a while, so it could be. So I'm just waiting to kind of see if that goes away in a few days. But of course I was lifting pellets like crazy yesterday, and it didn't make it worse. So I'm hoping that I'm getting over it. This is, loves to squash, love to grill, zucchini bread. Sorry, my comments jumped up this time instead of back. Susan is here. Hello, Susan. Thanks for joining us. Beth is going to watch her movies. Have a good night. You too, Beth. Thanks for hanging out. Vanessa's still trying to get over bronchitis. The cough is always the last to go. That's anytime you're sick, right? Anytime you're sick and you get that, anything that can go into your lungs, a cold, the flu, bronchitis, that end cough. At least like once you get to that point and you're coughing like crazy, usually that means your body's like purging stuff, right? And it's going to be over soon, at least usually. But it's never fun. I hate to cough. Like, I don't know why, right? But sometimes because I have so many allergies, from whatever, I don't know. I think we're allergic to cats. Honestly, 100%. Andrew and I joke about it sometimes, but I think we are allergic to cats, and we just deal with it because we love our cats and we wouldn't be without them. But I think we're both allergic to cats, at least slightly, because it seems like we're always taking allergy pills, and I take a few of them a day. But I'll wake up in the morning and feel congested. I'm like, I know if I just force myself to cough, I'll get this up and it'll be fine and my lungs will feel better. But then I like sit there and like, but I don't want to. I don't want to go through this. It's so dumb. But I remember my mom or aunt or somebody was saying my grandmother was like that. She would as she was getting older, and she had some health things going on, they would try and get her to cough, just like cough it up, get everything moving, and she didn't want to do it. And I feel that deep down in me. It's so dumb, like I said, but sometimes I just get stubborn, and then I finally do it, and I'm like, okay, clear myself out, and I'm better. Lena says, I had to use Jen's migraine relief yesterday, and it was in the 20s. Whew. And did you get your propane yet? Because that's cold. That's cold. Sparrow Shaw is here with us. Hello, Sparrow. Thank you for joining us today. And Karen popped in on YouTube. Thank you for joining us there as well. Let's see here. Vanessa says, when you cough and you go anywhere, people look at you like you were diseased. I can clear now anywhere in a matter of minutes, I bet. Yeah, because generally by the time you get to that point in your cough, or in your sickness, you're not contagious anymore. The sickness is gone. Your body is just trying to purge the yuck and the dead stuff and the stuff it killed, right? Attacked and killed. But I will say, anytime somebody starts coughing like crazy near me in a supermarket, I'm going the other way. Like, I know that that's, generally, but you're never sure. Sometimes somebody might just be starting their cold and they're coughing, and I stay far away from anyone coughing, generally, as much as I possibly can. Karen says, I like YouTube better. I prefer to watch. I watch most of everyone we watch on YouTube if I can. It's meant for videos. That's what it's built for. And so watching videos on YouTube is generally, I think, a little bit better. But some people don't like YouTube, or they prefer to stay on Facebook. So we broadcast there and Instagram, even though we're like tiny on Instagram, because we broadcast this way. Or this way, not this way. We could start broadcasting this way. And I think YouTube allows you now to go live that way. So it would be, I don't know if Facebook does, though. Maybe we'll try it someday. Maybe I'll just do a trial someday and see. I don't know if StreamYard allows me to do it on all the networks, or all the social networks, but we'll see. Maybe we'll do a vertical stream someday. And see if it allows it on all of them. I don't know. I know YouTube does now, and Instagram would prefer it because that's how they do it. But I don't know if Facebook does it yet or not, when you stream through StreamYard, or if it's going to put us in little borders and make us tiny this way. Anna saw the propane delivery. So that's good, because Atlanta says, yes, today we have heat. That's awesome. Last I saw your comment, you didn't have any heat yet. I was like, Andrew says, I don't care. If I see someone out coughing, I'm out, right? Me too. Vanessa says, I know I stay away from people coughing too. It comes in handy, though, for the Christmas shopping season, I bet, right? Just start coughing, clear those aisles, get whatever you want. Anybody fighting over that last present, that last toy or something that's there, just clear that right out, right? Go cough on the toy and it's okay. Karen says, having a tennis ball around is very helpful for your back. I couldn't live without my massage ball. Yeah, actually, Cindy gave me some that I do try to use. But this is a new thing. This is like, I can't actually pinpoint exactly what muscles are being used to take my breath away. And, I had Andrew rubbing my back a little bit there, and it never was found exactly what's doing it. So I don't know. It's a mysterious thing. Andrew says, give YouTube and Facebook people a taste of what Instagram people go through. I know, right? Going vertical. Actually, YouTube should work. YouTube they just announced that you can go live vertically. And I think we should try it, because I think we should they announced it, now it's been a couple weeks, but I think we should jump on that, because somebody who said they did it a few times and their channel just like took off. So I think YouTube was trying to push the vertical video. So we probably should have tried it by now to see if that works for us. But maybe we'll try it tomorrow. I'll do a little thing from the store and see what happens. Because I don't know. I don't know if StreamYard lets us do it, but I know YouTube lets us do it. Anyway, and like I said, Instagram would love it. Cindy says, I'm team squash. Zucchini and squash make a good pair. Well, zucchini is a squash, right? Zucchini is a squash, and yellow squash is pretty good. It's zucchini and yellow squash are the two that we can get pretty easily year round here at our supermarket. So that's what we get a lot of times. Yellow squash is okay. Like I don't know if I could tell you what yellow squash even tastes like. Like, it's more spongy than zucchini. I think but I don't really, zucchini, I know if I take a bite of zucchini, I know I'm eating zucchini. I know the taste of zucchini, and I think that's why. Cindy says, ooh, zucchini bread is the best. I do love zucchini bread. I need to get the zucchini bread recipe from my aunt, who has the same recipe that my grandmother used to make. But yeah, so that's really been our day. Andrew says try it maybe on the weekend. Yeah, I think I will. Maybe when I'm at the store or something, I'll go live and we'll do a little trial thing or something. I don't know. Go vertical, see what happens. Because I think that could be useful. There are certain things, and if everyone goes vertical, at least everyone could be watching the same way, which would be useful. But if you're watching on a television, because a lot of our YouTube viewers like to watch on TV, that would be not so great. That would be not so great. But hey, you know what it is. It is what it is. Hey, Dale. Dale's at work. Says good evening. Thank you for joining us. Got that coffee going, I bet. Boy, Andrew made coffee this morning, and I don't know why. Normally, I don't necessarily smell the coffee, but it done woke me up this morning when he made the coffee. It smells so good in the house. Like I said, I don't know why. Normally, I don't smell that much at all, but I did today. And of course, he never makes decaf, so I can't actually drink the coffee, but it did smell good. It just made a fresh cup, says Dale. Nice. So what are you all doing out there? How is your day? Did you have any adventures outside? How's the weather where you are? What's going on? Like I said, today's going to be a short day as far as selling lots go. Our power it's not quite blinking, but it's blinking. Like it's not blinking out, but it's like browning out a lot today. And I don't know why. I'd rather have that than going out because we'd be freezing if it goes out. But it is browning out quite a bit. The kitchen lights were flickering a lot when I was doing dishes earlier, and it made me nervous. Yeah, I think our cats are liking it that we're home all day today, but I think they're worn out because we keep petting on them and waking them up. And so they're not getting their normal naps that they probably normally get. They're probably all napping now while I'm here, but Andrew's downstairs doing polymer clay work. So some of them were sitting down around him and hanging out with him, but I think some are taking the time to sleep on the couch maybe. But yeah, they're not getting their normal relaxation that they probably get when we're away most of the day. But that's pretty much what's going on around here. Anybody else have anything to report? How's everything going for everybody? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't liked and shared this video, please do so. Like I said, I don't have a ton for you today, but I do have some charms. I have some large hole beads. I have some of Andrew's new polymer clay that I was talking about that he made to mimic Roman glass that's been in the ground and patinaed a long time. It's probably going to be something you're either going to love or you're going to be like, I don't get it. Maybe. I don't know. I don't, I love Roman glass. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, I love those. I love those pieces. But they look like they're aged. They look like they have stuff piled on them. Like, you get the patina and you get the crusties on the Roman glass. I hate to say crusty. That doesn't sound right, but that's kind of what, you get that on there, and he put that on there. And so each one has a very pretty design that he pressed into a mold. I think there are 4 different designs. But a lot of it's obscured in many ways because of the patinas and the stuff that he put on. But it's so cool. If you use Roman glass, these could be really cool pendants to add to them, or mix in, with it. So I think that's fun. So hopefully you'll like those. Yeah, we got some Millefiori modern Venetian beads. They're not antique, or else they'd be a heck of a lot more money. I started looking them up because I was trying to figure out what the price would be on them nowadays. And I was looking up these Venetian beads, and for vintage ones, like antique ones, they can be $30 a bead or more. And I was like, these don't look that old. And I had to confirm with Andrew just to make sure. These are modern made ones. They're made the same way, but They're just modern. So we have them priced a lot lower than $30 a bead for you all. So if you like that kind of stuff, that vintage Venetian Millefiori African bead kind of thing, I think you'll like these too. Susie got my little Christmas tree for Andrew's ornaments that I purchased. Nice. I have a little bag for you sitting at the cottage, so I got to get it down here at the house for you, so you can have it now. I gotta get it to you. You're just right across the street. Sometimes I don't know why that's so hard. Sometimes just get it across the street to you. I got to get it home first, but that's exciting. Some of Andrew's pendants or ornaments are still available. If you haven't seen, we posted them on Facebook. I had to thank you too. Like every time I talk about a social network, it's like they all flash through my head. Where did I put that? On Facebook. And so I posted the newest ones, that kind of later batch that we did. I posted those just the other day. And a few, I think somebody grabbed one of those. And so there are still a few left. And then the other ones, I need to look and see if they are actually pinned. Let me see if I pinned them to the Allegory Gallery page. I did. So in the featured section of the Allegory Gallery page, I did pin the ornaments. I also pinned some of the enamel pendants, the star, the snowflake enamel pendants that we made. I've not gotten all the pictures for those, I think, for some of the latest ones. The individual ones, I think, that have the decals. I don't think I did, but I need to get those up and maybe on the website. But I think we're going to probably take those to Handmade Arcade. So I hate to do all the work to put them on the website and then in a week or two take them down to go to Handmade Arcade and then have to sort what sold, what didn't sell. So I might put those on the website as soon as we get back from Handmade Arcade. And they should still have a chance to get out to people, maybe. I mean, they're just wintry. They don't have to be holiday, so they don't have to be ready for Christmas. But that would be the goal, probably, to make sure people could still get them by then. But yeah, that is life. That is life here. Andrew says, don't look at my collection too close. I'm sure Andrew has some of those actual old beads. I know he does because I've seen them before, and he's sold some of them every once in a while. He pulls out. We still have some of the green ones at the store. I think they're $50 or $60 a bead. The big green chevrons, and they are beautiful. I think I have 2 of them at the store. I just found them the other day. I haven't even put them out on the store floor yet, but if you're looking for antique African chevron beads in green, I think they're green and red. I think we have 2 of them, and I don't know if they're $50 a bead, something like that. 35, 50, 60, somewhere in there. We had blue ones, we had green ones. I think we've sold all the blue ones, and one of them was more expensive than the other, and I can't remember which way it was. But if you're interested, let me know. I have them. Yeah. My brain's fried a little bit. We just had an easy day. Well, kind of easy day. Andrew's working. We were both working on things, but didn't have to run to the store today, so that was kind of nice. But yeah, what are y'all doing? What's going on? What are y'all having for dinner tonight? I guess that maybe that'll get the conversation. No one's replying to me that much, so what are y'all doing? Let me know. What are you having for dinner? That's an easy answer to answer, an easy question to answer. Sandra says, I went to the post office to drop off a giveaway in the mail. Who knew going to the post office would be so exciting? So happy to be able to drive my car. I bet. Since you weren't able to drive, you finally got your license and plate and everything. That's good, though. And at least your roads aren't bad, so you can drive. I was wondering what it was going to be like going out and getting cat food today, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. It was messy and wet, but that's about it. The roads have been cleared off pretty good by then. Let me see here. I got my email up. Got Instagram up. Anybody else? Who's all watching? Anybody new? Anybody else watching out there who hasn't said hi? Say hi in the comments. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Linda says, for dinner, grilled chicken breast salad and a sweet baked potato. or a baked sweet potato. Nice. Nice. Yeah. I don't know. This is going to be a quick one. I'm like zoning out already. Anna says, I took today off, worked on components all last night and today, editing photos now. That's nice. What kind of components? What are you making? What are you making, Anna? I posted a thing on Facebook today on our Facebook timeline for you to show your works in process or progress. A few people did it, but many people did not. And I know more people have works in progress than have answered that call. So I'd love to see them. If you have anything going on, post them in there. I think sometimes people are so afraid to show their works in process or progress because they don't want people to judge them before something's done. But I love to see that stuff. I love to see people's minds working and how they work and what they're figuring out. Susan says, my dinner was corn and potato chowder. That's so good. Like, I am hungry. The thing is it takes so long. But a chowder or a stew would be so good right now. But that stuff takes a long time. Like stews all day, right? On the stove. It takes a long time. Linda says, I'm working on holiday gifts, so works in progress are spoilers. Do they follow us too, though? Do they? Maybe, probably. But if they don't follow us, they're not going to see it. They're not going to see it, but I get that. And they might. They might. Because I know y'all know a lot of each other. So if you're making gifts for each other out there, it's very possible. But yeah, that's all I've got going on. I'm not that exciting today. Karen made potato soup and dinner rolls. See, potatoes. People are doing potatoes. Potato chowder, potato soup. We're going to have potato hash, some kind of potato. We had potatoes already today. It's good weather for potatoes, right? Fills you up, nice and warm. I like potatoes anyway. One of my favorite things. Spring rolls for dinner tonight, says Vanessa. That sounds good too. And it says, I'm making connectors using all kinds of beads, also filling in my fiber cocoon stock. Filling in your fiber cocoon stock. I don't know what that means. Angela spent the afternoon putting together a shelf system from Temu. Only 2 extra what's left over. Never again. Oh, wasn't a good experience. I've never gotten anything from Temu. I've never bought from them. And no judging. It's just I haven't. I'm always leery of that. Even though a lot of people said they have good, experiences with it. I'm always leery of things that are like that. But I kind of like we get stuff from IKEA once in a while, and I kind of really like putting that stuff together. I don't mind putting it together, but I generally do best if I just work on it by myself. If I'm working with another person, sometimes it just gets too much. And that's always been, I like to just put out the pieces, go through the manual, do it my way. And then I also get more anxious when another person's working with me. Like they're going to want to push it along faster, or they're wondering why I do it in this, this way, not that way. So I just like to work on it myself. And I kind of like that. I don't mind putting that stuff together. But their stuff is always very well done, very well made. The instructions are very clear generally. If you take the time to read them or look at them right. Vanessa, love spring rolls, Vanessa, right? Me too. Karen says stuffed potatoes are amazing. I agree. Potatoes are a good wintry food, says Anna. Yeah, and there was this guy, I don't know if you saw, he was head of the, the potato committee. I don't know, like the United States has a potato committee, the potato chairman. I don't know who he is, but he, I think he lived 2 months on just eating potatoes, and they thought that he was going to, have health issues, and his doctors warned him you probably shouldn't do this. And I guess, I don't know if like he should have done it longer necessarily, but I guess I think it was 2 months. the time period that he did it, he actually didn't have any ill side effects from it. So I guess potatoes are pretty nutritious as far as giving you a lot of what you might need. This is not a medical channel, nor is it medical advice. Don't just eat potatoes. But apparently they are very packed full of nutrition, which is good because I like them. Michelle's working on trying to stay out of the hospital, got really sick, and fast. My meds should be here in the next couple of hours. Yes, don't go to the hospital, Michelle, unless you need to. Then go, if that's where it would be better for you to be. But hopefully you get your meds fast. I know you said your doctor, I think that was yesterday or the day before, you said your doctor was getting you meds. So that seems like a long time to wait for them when you need something like that. Angela says potato fritters. Oh, I love all that stuff. Fried potato. Andrew made some good fried potatoes today for us. Vicky says, all I'm working on is organizing beads. I feel like Sisyphus. Dinner is leftover tacos. Nice. Tacos are good. Yeah, organizing beads is something that it definitely feels like it never ends, right? It's the never-ending thing. Just when you think you've finished something, there's more. There's more to do. Let's see here. And let's see here. Michelle says, I will never buy from them. Oh, Temu, I get it. And Andrew says, Anna makes those pieces of wrapped fibers with the wire. They look like cocoons. Oh, I do know now. I know exactly what they are now. I love those. I wasn't connecting those dots together. Manual, says Angela. Oh boy. Yeah, kind of hard when you don't have a manual, right? Suzanne says, back we had potatoes too. Nice. Yeah, I think potatoes are on sale in a lot of places because they're a cold crop, I believe. They come out closer to winter, right? If I remember, my grandfather used to do potatoes, and I think they come out kind of in the fall when it gets colder, and so I think that's why the potatoes are on sale at the supermarket. And it says, I make connectors that are like metal eye pins. I make connectors that are like metal eye pins, have an eye on each end. I wrap them with sari silk, yarn, vintage fabrics. I wrap them, and then I wrap wire to hold the fibers. Yes, fibers and fabric firmly. I know. As soon as Andrew said that, I was like, aha, now I get it. I call them cocoons because they remind me of butterfly cocoons. Yes, I love those. So much. I want to copy, but I'm not going to copy, right? We don't copy. But I do love them. Vanessa says, oh no, Michelle, don't get sick, right? Feel better soon, Michelle, says Karen. Healing vibes your way, says Susan. Spicy potato taco, the Nanette special. Yes, Andrew loves spicy potato tacos from Taco Bell. Our friend Sonia was just talking about Taco Bell's empanadas last night, I believe. I think it was an empanada. But Andrew loves the spicy potato tacos there. And I had never had them until he introduced them to me. Introduced them to me? Yes, that's right. Introduced me to them. Me to them, them to me. I think it works both ways. Told you my brain's fried today. So don't take anything I say too seriously. So yeah, I would love some of those actually. They'd be good. They do a good spicy potato. It's crunchy a little bit. Good times. We have not used our air fryer yet. We're easing into it, I guess. I don't know what that means. We got to figure out how to use it. Because I don't know if it has an instruction manual with it. So we got to see. I don't know if it does or not. Andrew unpacked it, but I didn't see one. But we bought it kind of secondhand from somebody, I think, who never used it. And so I don't know, though, if they included the instruction manual. to figure out how to do the potatoes. But I'm excited to try. Should just pop some in and try it. Pop some in and try it. Our cats were so cold last night, says Suzanne, they just wanted to snuggle. The cats have been snuggling with me for sure. They have been like literally, I usually have 3 to 4 cats all around me or on top of me when I sleep now. We only have 5 cats only. And usually 4 of those 5 at least are like pinning me down. Some of them sleep on top of me. They definitely are, I think, chilly too. Karen says 98 cents for 10 pounds here today for potato. Is that 98 cents for 10 pounds of potatoes? I paid $6.79, but it was buy one, get one free. So it was really $3, whatever that is, $3.40, something like that. $3.40 for 10 pounds. But 89 cents for 10 pounds, that is a deal. That is a dang deal. Michelle says, our roommate got me sick and my mother-in-law already caught it too. Oh no, that's no good. Y'all, I don't know if y'all wear masks in the house. You just wear those masks around. I know it doesn't, when everybody's touching everything, it's hard. It's hard with roommates. It's definitely difficult, right? 89 cents. Oh my goodness. Oh, Andrew says it does have an instruction manual. Okay, then we'll have to look. I'm gonna try and fry up some potatoes tonight in the air fryer and see what happens. I opened it and it has a little basket. I don't know if you drop stuff in the basket. It looks like you drop stuff in the basket and put it in there. So maybe I'll just cut up some potatoes and see what happens. Cut them into big chunks and see. Michelle says, LOL, nothing is 89 cents here. Yeah, we definitely don't have 89 cent 10-pound bags of potatoes, but that is wild. And I had to look up. Suzanne says we had 75 cents for 9 mirlitons. I had no idea what a mirliton was. So that is a chayote. I have never seen that in my life. An edible plant belonging to the gourd family. And then they say, why is it called a mirliton in New Orleans? Huh. French name. I've never heard of that thing. I had to look it up before I said it because I was like, I don't know. Is that a mistype? Nope, that's a thing. I don't know what that is. I don't think I've ever had that in my life. But that seems like a good deal. 75 cents for 9 of them. Anything that you get 9 of for 75 cents, I think is a dang good deal. And 10 pounds of something for 89 cents is crazy. Crazy. Washington State. Washington, do they grow potatoes in Washington? I know it's usually like Idaho. Talk about Idaho potatoes. But are potatoes done in Washington? Is that why they're so cheap up there? Andrew said they're good. Suzanne says so good. Andrew says I ate them in Florida. I did? I don't remember that at all. I'm looking at it right now and I do not remember seeing it. So crazy. So crazy. Oh, Idaho is 20 miles from us. That's why, right? That's why. Washington State is the apple state, says Sandra. So that's where my apples are probably coming from. Maybe. They could be coming from anywhere. Who knows? Well, I don't remember eating the mirlitons, but Andrew says they're good. So I'll take him at his word for that. And Suzanne says they're good too. Idaho is next to Washington. Yes. Well, I didn't know how far away, but I guess got a lot of potatoes. I guess by the time they get shipped here, we have to add a few dollars to get our 10-pound bags. Let's see here. Lenna says, I don't think it works that way. Apples in North Carolina, from North Carolina, always more, not less. Yeah, I don't know. Well, they're in Washington. It's coming from Idaho, so maybe that's why. They're not quite the same state. Shipping across state lines, you get the deals. I thought I got a good deal when I got a 10-pound bag for $3.40 or so. I still think that's a really good deal. And that'll feed us for quite a while in potatoes. Anyway, talking about potatoes, there we go. Sandra's getting hungry for potatoes. I'm getting hungry for potatoes. It's been a little bit since we've eaten, but just talking about it's making me want more potatoes. They usually aren't that priced, though. Normally they would be $3.99 or so. Ours were $6.79 a bag. $6.79, unless it's a 20-pound bag. I don't know what I got. I think it's a 10-pound bag. But that's even for normal. Like ours were $6.79 normally. Anyway, potatoes, huh? Who knew? Who knew we'd spend the day talking about potatoes today? Well, let's take a look at some stuff. How about it? So in case you missed it yesterday, we're going to start today off reviewing the polymer clay that Andrew made and debuted during yesterday's show. Just like we did the day before, we showed yesterday again. We're going to show yesterday's today again. Then you're going to see some new polymer clay later in the show today by Andrew. And it's going to be a shorter show today. I think I only have 26 lots or so today. I think it's 26 lots. So, but that's good. It's an easy Friday today. And then we're gonna make some food because I'm getting hungry just thinking about all this food. So I'm gonna flip the camera around here and let's take a look. Let's take a look. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Flip the camera. Come on, touch screen work. There we go. All right. All right. Okay, get our lights going. Get the lights on. Okay. So let's start out by looking at these. These are from yesterday's show. Hello, Anne. Thanks for joining in. You missed all the potato talk today, Anne. This is from yesterday's show, and these are the polymer clay that we debuted yesterday by Andrew. So this is the little bird on a branch. Andrew says, did you tell him the nice email we got? No, I did not. We got a nice email today, everybody. I like getting nice emails. So we got a nice email today from a customer who simply adores the groovy end connectors and the groovy connectors that Danielle Wicks, our friend, has been showing on her channel from our AG Fine Pewter line. And she was so excited about how she's like, have you ever seen something that you didn't know you like absolutely had to have until you saw it and then you knew you had to have it? And that's what the groovy end connectors are for her. She absolutely loves them and is so thankful that Danielle used them in her video and she was able to find us for them. And she says she's blowing her bead budget because she's buying the groovy end connectors now, which is funny. Anne says, that's weird. I'm eating a potato now for dinner. See? Everybody's eating potatoes today. Everybody's on a potato roll today. And I got bags today, so I can actually put these. These have been sitting on the desk. I can actually put these in a bag now. How about that? How about that, everybody? All right. This was MA2, and you can still claim these today. If you'd like to claim anything from this video, take down the lot number, send it to us in an email at info@allegorygallery.com. Please send a new email each time. Do not reply to an old email to send a new one. And if you do send us an email for something, you are saying you want it. No take backs. That's how you get kicked out of the club. All right. Easy peasy. First come, first serve. This is MA2. This is the octopus done in like a silver. It looks like a silver coin, an old coin. All right. Yeah, so we got a fan email today is what it felt like, which is so nice. So nice. So I wrote back, said thank you, and said if you don't mind, go put that same talk over on the Google review, because it helps us a lot if you review us on Google with good things in that review. We've seen a lot of people who have found us on Google, especially at the store in Johnstown when they're searching for bead stores or jewelry stores. They find us on Google, and all those positive reviews out there really, really help. So if you've not given us a review on Google before, please consider doing that. You can look up Allegory Gallery on Google, and there'll be a place to add a review. And that'll help. Even if you've only bought online from us, you can still add a review about us. And if you've come to the store, even better, you can add a review about being in the store and hanging out or making things with us. This is MA3, $8. These are all $8, and I should say the ones today will be $8 as well. But if all of these go into the online store, if they don't sell out here, then they're going to be more. They're going to be between $10 and $12, or $10 to $12, $10 or $12, I should say, when they get to the online store. Because the price is increasing on all of Andrew's pendants. Soon, $10 at least will be the deal price, and possibly $12 will be the retail. I'm not sure if Andrew will go for that or not, but when I go to put these online, we're going to talk about that. Dale says, Danielle was hit by that storm and no power, no internet, and trees down. No, I did not know that. I did not know that. Hopefully everything is okay for her. Has she said anything more about it? Is she okay? Everybody okay? Trees down, that's no fun. That happens a lot around here. Thankfully, knock on wood, I'm going to knock on the real wood right now. We've not had any tree damage at the cottage or anything, and we don't really have many trees right around us because we're in town. There aren't a ton of trees. Our neighbor has a tree over there. There's some trees, but not a lot of trees. And this one, MA4. All of these are still available in limited quantities. 6 of each originally. I don't know what's left. I didn't look at the spreadsheet, but this is a beautiful kind of old-fashioned kind of antique kind of heart. Dale says they're okay. They have a gas stove, so can cook. That's good. Yeah, I was trying to think about that. Like we have city water, so we would still have water in our house, but our heat, our furnace, of course, the furnace is hooked up to electric, even though we have a gas furnace. So we would not have heat in the house if things were to go out, except we do have one very small gas stove, and it's not even a gas stove. It's like the metal burners on the stove, the little metal plates that sit on the stove sometimes. It's like one of those, and it's hooked up to the gas line, and I don't even know if it works. We've never really turned it on. But technically we could huddle around that maybe in the basement if we had to, and even cook on it. But it is hooked up to the gas line in the house, which sounds scary to me. Andrew says we have that gas stove in the basement. I know. As scary as that sounds, it could be what could save us if we had an issue. We'd be huddling in the basement by the gas stove. The heat and the light of the gas stove. So yeah. All right, so those were he debuted 4 new ones yesterday. And also, if you missed it, we had a kit called Changing Leaves. And so Changing Leaves, the kit came with this pendant, which is a new polymer clay pendant done by Andrew. And then you get these pinch beads with it. You get these check glass feather beads. You get these, which are a very cool kind of tile bead. You get these check glass beads, come on, which have those kind of metallic, kind of holographic looking, they're really just metallic dots, which I think are cool. And then you get these. These are little, these also have the metallic dots. I don't know if you can see them. You can kind of see them there on them. And you get those. That was $22 for that kit. You can put changing leaves in the subject line if you'd like to purchase that kit. And then we did an antique Christmas kit, but I only have the pendant. I don't actually have any of the kits. I didn't go back up to the cottage today to grab any. But this is it was a kind of white and off-white bead kit. And let me see. I don't know if I have a picture of it. I don't think I even took pictures of it. If I have a picture, maybe I can share a picture. Let's see here. Trying to see. I don't think I do have a picture of it. So sorry, y'all. But if that sounds interesting, you can send us an email and I can get you a picture of that kit. But I never took a picture of it yet. Michelle says we have a generator when our power goes out. That's nice. We do not. We do not. We should probably, but we do not. Of course, I do have to say, again, I'm going to knock on wood as I say this, but we've never lost our power for more than like an hour or two, and that's usually during a scheduled power outage. The power here in Ligonier, even though it does kind of brown out a lot sometimes, rarely for us goes out. As much as we've lived in this house for, what, 6 years, 7 years? How long have we been in this house? Barnaby and Gilbert are, how old are they? They're 8. They are 8, and they never saw the apartment. So we've been in this house for at least 8 years. Crazy. That's crazy to think of. And so, yeah, we've never had power out for more than like an hour or two. So we're very lucky. We're very lucky. Dale says, my son has a gas fireplace with electric switch, but could still turn on when the power went out. They lived in Tahoe and snow would knock the power out. Oh boy, I bet. Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta, like, the cottage definitely has nothing if the power goes out, and it does go out over there. Thankfully, usually it doesn't go out for so long that it can get really, really, really cold. But if the power goes out, even the pellet stove doesn't keep burning because the auger is electric. To the auger, which is the piece that keeps putting the pellets into the stove. So a motor turns this shaft, which has a blade around it, and the pellets slowly work their way up to the top as it turns. And without electricity, that doesn't turn. So technically, if you just kept throwing pellets in the pellet stove, opening the front and throwing them in, you could keep it burning. But the fans wouldn't work, and you couldn't let it go on its own. And then we have electric heat through the AC, the other units. So when it does go out there, it can start to drop pretty quickly. That would be the place probably that if we needed to get a generator at any point, that's probably where we would do it, at least to keep the pellet stove running if we really needed to. Okay, anyway, let's start with the lots today. We're going to start with MA41. We're going to keep on the MA line. That's what I did yesterday. So we're going to keep up with that. And MA41 was $8. Now bringing it down to $7. It's this beautiful, beautiful check glass. These are a carved flower design. And each of these beads are about, whoa, So about 11 millimeters by 12.5. And there's beautiful kind of light lavender purpley color. They're kind of icy. I like them. And this is about a 7-inch strand. And it's $7. And these are vintage. Vintage check glass. Only one strand available. MA41. All right. MA42. These are little bronze charms, and I was very surprised. Oh no, these aren't bronze. Sorry, these are the gold-plated stainless steel. The gold-plated stainless steel charms. And so they're only $2 each. There are 2 of them available. There's these little sunbursts. But I think those could be cool for either trees, like the star on the top of a tree if you're making them. And they're a connector, so you could connect things down below or connect things above. But I think they're really cool sunbursts. So this is the gold-plated stainless steel. I think it's 14 karat they do on these. They're $2 each. And there are 2 of them available. All right, and just to give you an idea, these are about 15 millimeters by 20.5. About 15 by 20 millimeters. MA42, 2 of them available, $2 each only. MA43. Got one of these left. Charlie says, I'm glad I heard about all the potatoes. I was going to make shepherd's pie, make shepherd's pie for y'all, but now I'm thinking coconut curry. I don't know. Either one sounds delicious. Either one, shepherd's pie, vegetarian shepherd's pie, that'd be delicious. I don't mind. Or coconut curry is delicious too. This is a narwhal charm. How cute is that? This is a bronze one. So this is a bronze narwhal. $4 only. One of them available. Look at that happy face. It's super. It's delighted. It's delighted with its life. And there's only one of these left. So $4 if you'd like it. MA43 for the happy narwhal. Michelle says, yeah, one time it was out for over a day. I can't remember if it was during a heat wave or during a fire. Yeah, it's not good when it goes out that long. My mom, and growing up and stuff too, we would have sometimes power outages for more than a day, like multiple days around here, especially living out in the country. It was not an atypical thing to lose your power for more than a day. My grandmother, sometimes they would lose their power for, I think the longest, it was like a week she had no power. And they had wells, so they needed their well to work. They had freezers, like the big freezers, like those freezers were probably 8 feet long, and she had a few of them that they would store like the venison they would shoot, and the vegetables that she would freeze, and all that stuff. And it's bad when you lose that much stuff. So they did have a generator that they could turn on, and then as time went by, they upgraded to a whole house generator. MA44 are these little tile beads, these little check tiles. Now these are 2 holes, so you can see They have the holes they're strung through now, and they have the other holes. Hello, Susie. Thanks for joining us. And so these are really cool. Check glass little tiles, the 2-hole tiles. This is about a 6-inch strand, and these are about 6 millimeters. 6 millimeter tile beads. $7 for the strand. 1 strand available. Oh boy, I wasn't paying attention. I had my email searching for something and I didn't realize it. So MA41, let's see, we had just one of those. That has sold out. MA42, we had 2 of those, and those have sold out. Thank you so much. Multiple times. MA43, that one has sold out. Thank you so much. That was scary. I was like, we're not getting anything. But of course, I was like, this is a casual Friday, whatever. But I do like to, make some sales here and there. So MA44 is still available. It's the only one so far of the night that's still available. MA45. This one is dang cute. I think we had this one on the show not too long ago, but I wanted to show it again because there's only one left. The other one's sold, and it's so cute. It's this little bronze elephant. Look at that. And it's only $4.65. Little bronze elephant. So dang cute. And it's the elephant outline. This is about, let's see here, about 17.5 by 12.5 with the bail. All bronze. Super cute. Oh, I don't have my penny here. There's the penny. It's a nice little charm. $4.65. One of them left. MA45. Michelle says, I have a lot of medication in the refrigerator. Not sure what we would do if that happened, right? It's good you have the generator. Thank you all who are watching. If you're watching today, please hit that like button. Hit the thumbs up if you're on YouTube. You might have to push down or X out the live chat momentarily if you're watching on a mobile device. But if you're doing that, X out of that live chat real quick, hit the thumbs up, and then hit the live chat again to come back in. We'd love to have all those likes out there. Let YouTube know that you like us, because that's how it determines whether it shows us to more people or not. MA45 has just sold. Thank you so much, the elephant. These are really cute. These are only $2 each. These are these leafy connectors. So you've got a hole here, which is the main one, and then you have a hole here and a hole here if you want to use them to connect or dangle other things. So I thought, if you're making Christmas earrings or something, these are super light. You could dangle some, dangle some green, some red from those. Get a little leafy Christmas earring going. There's 2 of them. They're sold each. So they're $2 each. I didn't write that on here, but I probably should make it clear. $2 each. There are 2 of them available. I'm sorry, there's now only 1 of them available. Somebody bought 1 of them. So no earrings for y'all, unless that person buys the other one. But they are a nice pendant still, so you could dangle them and make them into a pendant. So there's 1 available, MA46. Charlie says, I haven't tried making vegetarian shepherd's pie before, so I'm a little worried using mushrooms instead of meat. That's all good too. Don't be worried. Don't ever worry if you're making things for us, because we're nice. We're nice. All right. Susan said, we were starting to get heat sick and I hadn't used my CPAP during that time. Oh boy. That must have been hard. Oh, that was around July 4th. We lost power for 5 days and spent the last day and a half at a hotel. We're starting to get heat sick and hadn't used my CPAP. That's crazy. That's scary a little bit. Okay, so both MA46s have just sold. Thank you so much. This is MA47. These are cute little beads. So these are some kind of metal. So to be 100% truthful, we don't know what kind, but I will say they are tough. Andrew took them because we were trying to figure out what kind they were and what they were for sure to make sure they were metal. So we took them down in the basement and we took a hammer to one. And Andrew hammered it and he hammered it and he hammered it and it finally cracked. So it took a lot. And I don't know, we still don't know what kind of metal it is, but it is a metal bead. And they are plated with a pretty thick plating. So this top color is a plating on there. And we could see that because you could see the delineation line of the plating. So, and they're pretty heavy. They're pretty heavy beads, but they're large hole, which is nice. These beads are 6mm beads, and the hole in them is just about 3. Andrew says white pot metal, whatever that is, white pot metal. So the hole is nearly 3mm, and we have 14 lots available. You get 20 of them in the lot for $1.50. All right, took that down from $3 to $1.50. MA47. I can't tell you how many times, if these don't sell, it's okay. Because I can't tell you how many times in the store people have asked for something like this and I've not had it there. They look for metal large hole beads, whether you're doing leather projects or using them as spacers. But there have been a lot of reasons I could have used some large hole metal beads in the store for classes and various projects I've worked on. Because that's about the time I get to work on any projects myself, is either during a creative make along or when I'm at the store and there's no one coming in the door. So that is, Andrew says they're mystery pewter. So mystery pewter with a very thick coating of like a bronzy coat. So these are nice. It took a lot for him to break them, even though they're pewter. Pewter's soft, but it took a lot for that to happen. So these are just nice. Lenna says, are they heavy? They are. They are heavy compared to like a glass bead this size, or yeah, like these are here. I have a scale. I can tell you exactly how heavy they are. So they are 11 grams, which I think 1 gram, do they say 1 gram is equal to the weight of a dollar bill? I think that's how people do it. So they are 11, well, yeah, 11 grams per bead. And if, wait a second. No, they're 0.7 grams. I was in the wrong one. So they're 0.7 grams, or in ounces, they are 0.02 ounces. So, but yes, in the hand, these 20 beads are pretty heavy. I mean, they're not so heavy that they're going to be bad for earrings or anything, but they have weight to them, which is nice. They have some weight to them. So I have a whole bag of these, breaking it down into 20 lots of 20. We have about 14 of them. They're $1.50 for the lot. So that's MA47. I thought I was on grams. I was on GN, which I don't even know what that means. GN on my scale? What's GN on a scale? Anybody know? So they're just about 1 gram per bead. Normally I don't use that scale. We don't need to know in grams usually fairly often. Nobody wants them. So far we haven't sold any of them. That's okay. Like I said, I will take those to the store. I will use them up. It'll be good to have in the stash at the store. GM is grams. So what's GN? N is in Nancy. GN. I have a G, which is my grams. I have DWT, which is some kind of carat weight or something. I don't know. And then GN. So I don't know what GN. is. So this is this whole bag of beads. There's a lot of them in here. Look at them all. And this whole bag of beads, these are these little saucers. Can you see them? Let me move my... Whoa, I almost knocked the whole bag on the floor. Trying to move the light. So there's that. Michelle says grain. Okay, see? I would never use that. They're 11 grain then. You Googled it. Okay, so they're 11 grain and 0.7 grams. These are about 5 millimeter little saucer, pink lavender like saucer beads. Nice lavender amethyst color. And they are widthwise 2. So what was that, 5 by 2? Is that what I said, 5? Boy, my brain. Yes, 5 by 2. And you get a whole bag of them for $7. So just clearing out the bag. I was going to make little lots of them, and then I was just like, why? Why am I doing that to myself? So it's the whole bag of these. There's a lot in there. There you go. Let's see. They're saying one. Well, let me show you. Hold on, everybody. Trying to tell me what Google's saying. Tell me what things are saying. I don't. Do you even know? Like, do you even care what the brand is? Because I'm doing all this. I don't know. No one has bought any of these at all, so I don't think y'all really care. But let's see here. Isn't that what I said? 0.5 grams. And then if I switch, they're 0.02 ounces, 0.3 DTW, or 8 GN. Now they're 6. 8 GN. 0.5 grams. Half a gram. Of course, I'm on a thing over here. Let's see here. Yeah. I was on a soft thing over here. So 0.7 grams, 0.02 ounces, and 11 GNs. So I don't know why it's saying 0.06, but my scale says 11 GNs is equal to 0.7 grams. So it's just about 1 gram per bead. I'm not fighting with Goo, I'm just telling you what it's saying. That's what my scale says, that little bead is. And if y'all want them, claim them. Otherwise, it's a moot point, right? Nobody's claimed them yet. Nobody claimed 48 either. All right, 49, we got some lamp work. I forgot to tell you we have some new lamp work. We've never shown this lamp work before. Pulled this from our stashes here at the house. Look at this beautiful lamp work glass piece. Beautiful heart. $36 is the price we would start at. For you all, we're bringing it down to $32 for the night. And this is big. Let me just do it in inches. It's about 2 inches by about 1 inch and 5/8. 2 inches by 1 inch and 5/8. Let me see. Let me move this light so we can get a better, there we go. Get a better view of all the beautiful color in there. Beautiful design. I know some of y'all like lamp work, so we threw in some lamp work tonight. We haven't done a lot of lamp work lately, so figured I'd throw in some lamp work for this. You know, you never know. You never know. Oh, come on here. That was 40. Wait, is that 49? That was 49. Oh, Andrew. What's the GN weight? So the grain weight of the lamp work? The GN weight of the lamp work is 441 GNs. 441 GNs, which if I go to grams is 28.6 is what my scale is saying, and it's 1.01 ounces. If you had 4 of these, you would have to go up in postage. But 1 of these, 2 of these, 3 of these would be the same postage. If you go over 4 ounces in the postal system, your postage starts going up. It goes up about every 4 ounces generally till you get to a pound, and then I don't know how it works. Vicky says, I need to get digital calipers like yours. Looks nice. Maybe I can make you a link. See if I can get you a link. It'll help us too if you want to get it. All right. Now where's the paper? Oh, it's in the bag. Never mind. Michelle, while being sick, I've been watching YouTube videos on how to do Victorian style or medieval style necklaces. That's nice. At least you're filling your time in a productive way, right? Okay. MA50. This one I love. Love, love, love. I don't know if our lampwork people are watching tonight. We have certain people who love lampwork glass, and I have not seen their names pop up recently. So I'm not sure if you're all watching or not tonight. Sorry, my email was doing something funny. Okay. Look at this one. It has the flower in the blue in the center there. Those hot pink. I love that hot pink. But still, nobody bought that hot pink chalcedony from the other night. But I know some of you have that hot pink chalcedony because you said so. But let me show. Ooh, that's a thing. Let me show you. Where is it? I'm going to try and sell that hot pink chalcedony again. Because why not? This was MA31. Check this out, y'all. Look at that. How beautiful is that with those hot pink glass dots there with that hot pink chalcedony? Ooh, that is beautiful. That'd be a lot of fun. $32 for the glass bead, $36 for the strand of hot pink chalcedony. That's MA31 and MA50 for the glass bead. This glass bead is about 1 3/4 inches by about 1 1/8 inches. Michelle says, I even found a very cool way to make my lace chokers into a more goth style. That's nice. Karen says, I love that piece. Still available. Nobody's claimed it yet. At least my email hasn't said so. I should check the junk though, shouldn't I? I've not been checking my junk today. Nope. Junk mail doesn't, oh, it's downloading one email though. So there's that. I did just sell MA31 though. So that's been sold. Thank you so much. I knew if I kept trying long enough, somebody would grab it. Because that's just a beautiful, beautiful strand. So MA50 is still available. Anne says MA50 with the hot pink stones are very Bollywood to me. Nice. Yeah, I agree. That's a totally, yep, I see that. So this is still available, MA50. It's a gorgeous piece, going once, going twice. Don't say I didn't tell you. It's gonna go up in price if you don't get it today. Just like everything else. You all know that's why the numbers are crossed out. They're just for you all. Suzanne's is very romantic. It is, right? All right. Let's see here. Charlie says, I don't want to make something bad, then I'll feel awful. I doubt your food is bad, Charlie. That's like Andrew. Whenever he says, I don't want to make bad food, I don't want to make, it may be terrible. Like, your food has never been terrible. The food has never been terrible. Check this out. Check this out. It's got the gold on there. It's got so many layers. Like, you can literally see down through, like, okay, I think it goes this way. It's like got the moon or sun. It's got a sunrise back there. It's got ocean waves in the ocean down here. Look at those layers. MA50 just sold. Thank you so much. Andrew says, except the whitefish. He did make whitefish one time, and it was over salted. It came salty, I think, and then he salted it more. Didn't realize it came salty. So that was something that was not the greatest. It was not the greatest. Of course, if you're a salt lover and you over salt your stuff, you know, like I don't eat a lot of salt. Some people eat a lot of salt. You may not even have noticed. Look at this bead though. It's stunningly beautiful. It has layers upon layers. This is a layer on the top. Then you have these layers underneath. This is a layer. It's just so pretty. And this one is about 31.5 millimeters, which works out to what? About 1.25 inches. 1.25 inches. Beautiful, stunning MA51. MA52. This is a cute little one. This is a lampwork glass. And I don't know who the lampwork artists are on these. That's why the prices might be lower than if we actually knew the artist. But this is a fun one. A little swirly. MA51 has just sold. Thank you so much. MA52 is now available. $18 only. So cool. And this bead is just about 1 inch by about 1/2 inch. $18 only. MA52. MA53 is this lampwork glass. This was 30, dropping it down to 28 for y'all. I love the patterns in this. I love those bright, it almost looks like science, something like a cell or what, like a neuron. I don't know. I just think they're so cool. And you got this side. It's just such a cool design. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I don't know what it is. But it's super cool. Hole goes top to bottom. And this bead is about 1 3/4 inches by 1.5. $28 only, MA53. Andrew saying, what should we make for Sunday lunch, Charlie? Charlie's talking about that. So they're going to make us either shepherd's pie or coconut curry they're planning to bring. We're talking about a meatless shepherd's pie, but they're worried about the mushrooms not working and it being terrible. She doesn't want to make anything terrible for us, so maybe switching to a coconut curry. I'm not even going to be here on Sunday. I'm going to be at the store unless the snowstorm continues. This is MA54. MA54. Is this little one? This one's cute. This one's cute. Trying to get the light on there good so y'all can see it good. Suzanne says, I need a coconut curry recipe. Susan says, MA53 was like something from Yves Tanguy. I don't know who that is, but I think it was cool. I loved it a lot. Sandra says, how much snow do you have? I think we got about 4 inches or so, and then it turned into rain. Lots and lots of rain. Andrew says, you know I can't have folks over without making something. That's not the way. I know. What do you want Andrew to make, Charlie? Says, I hope it doesn't storm, then I can't make it. Says, I'll leave some with Andrew to share. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully I get something. Hopefully I get some of that. No, Andrew's usually pretty good about sharing with me. Usually. Now sweets, that sometimes, if I don't get it quick enough, the sweets, they go away. This is such an odd bead. It's like a ravioli. Like it's a Lamport glass bead that looks like a ravioli. It's so dang cute. It's just so odd. Like, who makes beads? I don't know who this is from. I tried looking it up to see if anybody does this but it's like a ravioli bead. So if you want a bead that looks like a ravioli, here's one. I've got one in white coming up after this. MA55. I priced it at $12. I priced it low because I don't know if anybody wants a ravioli bead. Or maybe it's a pie. It could be a pie crust. But, you know, Andrew says, we'll see. Susan says, he was a French surrealist painter. The name sounded familiar, but I don't know artists that well. Sandra says, it's a pie bead. See, it could be a pie, could be a ravioli. Either way, this one, because it is a little bit more brown, it looks more like a ravioli, or looks more like a pie, right? So if you want a pie bead, there you go. It's about 1.5 inches widthwise, but it's pretty nice and narrow. I mean, it's just so weird. It's just so weird. If you like weird stuff, that's totally, I've not seen that before in Lamport glass. And here's the other one, which is a white one, which looks like an unbaked crust or a ravioli. Put some sauce on that, some tomato sauce. You got a ravioli there. MA56. So weird, but so cool. Somebody had fun with that. This one's a little smaller. It's about 1.25 inches. Lena says, yes, pie with some fruit beads, right? Have some fun with it. Sometimes you gotta have fun. Anne says, there's a ceramic artist who used to make pie beads. She stopped making beads though. Maybe this is her. Well, this isn't ceramic though. This is glass. This is lamp work. Just cool. Fun things. MA56. So far 52, 53, 54, 55, and 56 are still available. If anybody's waiting to see if anybody's gonna grab them. Here's another great one. Susie asked, do you have any cupcake lampwork beads? Not tonight, but we might have some around. I feel like we did. We may have sold them. I don't know. I'd have to look through the lampwork glass collection and really look. Charlie says, I'm making chocolate crinkle cookies too. I don't know what the heck crinkle cookies are. Says, I have no idea. I had to rack my brain to make something for you both. Well, don't rack your brain too hard. We'll like anything, I'm sure. Your food sounds delicious. Of course, I know that puts pressure on, right? Look at this one. This is a stunning bead. I love all the colors. There we go. Get that light down there the right way. Look at those colors. It's like a red metallic there and like an amber dot there. It's got these other metallic dots on the back. Nice big lampwork glass. 36 down to 32 for y'all. Just about 2 inches. Not quite. It's about an eighth under and about 1.25 inches wide. Susan says, I love chocolate crinkle cookies. My mother used to make them at Christmas. And says, Karen Totten, bugs me if I can't remember the name. These lampwork beads are really spectacular, right? And I think I priced them really nice. Like, these probably should be $40 or $50 beads. But, you know, we're not sure who made them. Don't have the artist names. I didn't do the research to try to find out. And if we can pass them along at a good deal to all of you, then all the better. MA 57. This one and the other one of that size, not the heart. Which one was it? Were my favorites tonight. Oh yes, the hot pink one, the one that had hot pink. Those were my 2 favorites. And I think that's all the lampwork glass tonight. I think. Let me look. Yeah, now we're moving into Andrew's polymer that I've been talking about tonight. So this is the polymer clay that Andrew made to resemble blah, 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 Roman glass. And he did, I think, if you know what Roman glass looks like when it's patinaed, I think he did a really awesome job on these. So let me show you what these look like. And you can see some of the iridescent colors in these. Let me pick up this one and show you this one too. And if you shine the light through, you can see the full design. This is like that starry tree. But when it's this way, you see the patina on them. And I think he got really close to the Roman glass patina. So these are super lightweight because they are polymer clay. He didn't sign these ones or date them on the back because you would see them through. So this is the starry tree. There are 2 of these available. They're $8 each. They're about 1 1/8 inches or so. What do y'all think? For those of you who like Roman glass, what do you think of those? Aren't they cool? It's like these are coins of Roman glass that have been in. He says it's the Dreaming Tree. I love that song. It's one of my favorite Dave Matthews songs. Probably is my favorite Dave Matthews song. MA 58. There are only 2 of this particular style. Those are it. These are super lightweight. They could be easily earrings. So if you're making Roman glass necklaces and you want some earrings to go with it, this would be a super awesome way to do that. We just sold MA 53. I don't know which one that was, but we just sold that. What was 53? 53 was, oh, that like French Surrealist one we were talking about. So this is MA 58. I think these are super cool and they resemble the Roman glass. I wish I had Roman glass here to show you for those of you who may not know what we're talking about. Charlie says, I'm hoping to see Mandy in Johnstown later in the day and she likes chocolate cookies. I like chocolate cookies too. Charlie says, they're a soft chocolate cookie rolled in powdered sugar. When it baked, cracks form. Nice. Nice. Oops, so 53, I'm guessing, did not sell. Somebody made a mistake. They were 53 instead of 58. So one of the 58s have sold, but the French Surrealist lampwork, like one, did not. So that's still available if somebody wants it. MA 59. MA 59 are these. And you don't get to pick. No picky, no, but we'll pick one for you. But look at these. So the design on these is this little kind of clover. I don't know what you call that. It's not a clover. but it looks like an old coin. And look, you got the purple iridescence you sometimes get with the the Roman glass that's been buried. Get those little rainbows that happen. Like I said, I wish I had some Roman glass. Tomorrow, if I go to the store, I'll be taking these to take some pictures with some Roman glass so y'all can see. This is based off of a Roman coin, so there you go. Check those out, though. Aren't they fun? Looks like it's been buried in the ground. If I told you that was Roman glass buried in the ground, I would, you know, especially on camera, I'd totally believe that. It does look like it. It's a wheel that represents the year, Andrew said. Oops, and I forgot to put the price on there. They're $8 too. I just realized that. MA59. 8 of these available. Get a pair, make some earrings. Super cool. MA59. Charlie says, I want to touch the polymer clay pins. The texture is awesome. Yeah, it looks just like what the patina looks like on Roman glass. It's so cool. But they're super light, and they don't feel grody. Like they look like they've been buried, but they don't have that dirty feel, right? MA59. MA60. Andrew says they can get wet too. So there you go. You can get wet too. MA60, we only have 7 of these ones. This is the eye, Andrew's eye design. So let me see if I can show you. That's what it looks like. Andrew says Roman glass, you shouldn't get wet. So that's the design. And then we have these multiple versions of that with the faux patina on it. MA60, $8 each. Who does this? Who makes something and then throws a bunch of stuff on it to hide the design, right? But it's so cool because it does look so much like what it's intended to look like. And I don't think our lights are showing some of the oops, that one got a hair in there. Are showing some of the sparkles. Like I'm not seeing a lot of the, like in person, these have a lot of pink and purple flash to them. But the camera is not picking up on that, I don't think, very well. I'm just looking on the screen. I'm not seeing it. But in person, they do. They look beautiful. So this is MA60. 7 of these are available. And MA61, the last of this series. And Andrew is not making any more. I didn't put the price on that one either. They were all the same, so I forgot to do it. He's like, I'm not making any more of these. This is it. This is the bird. So let me shine the light behind so you can see. There's the bird design. You can see it better when I shine it that way. And then this is the bird with the patina. And that's MA61. 7 of these are available at $8 each. And these ones are different shape. They're about 1.25 inches by about 3/4 inch. Birds. MA61. We've sold 1 of 58 and 2 of 60. Thank you so much. I think they're super duper cool. They look, we just sold another 60. Thank you so much. People are liking that 60 design. That was the eye, and the eye's cool. All right, MA62. These are the Venetian Millefiori beads. I think I mentioned these at the beginning of the show. If these were vintage or ancient, these would be anywhere from like $15 to $30 to $45 a bead. These are more modern beads, and we're pricing them at $3 each. $3 a bead. These are done with, and this is the way that some of the old ones were done. They're done with cane work, and then they're sliced, and then they're added to a molten glass core. So you get all these multiple slices added together on a molten glass core, and they're super cool. And there's all different, like they're similar but different, right? Similar but different. So there's different styles, but you will get, we will just pick randomly for you. And these are 12.5 millimeters by about 18 millimeters. And they're super, like, very inexpensive for what an ancient one would be. So $3 each, 33 of them available. You can get up to 33 of them if you want. These came on a strand. We were going to try and sell the whole strand, but we were like, I don't know if anyone's going to pay that. If anyone wants that many of these at that price. So we have these, and you can buy them individually, only $3 a bead. Great deal, I think. Super pretty. Millefiori Venetian beads, modern, not ancient. It's MA62. We've sold 5 of these so far. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I think they're super duper cool. Super cool. Those are definitely things that once we sell them to you all and I see what's left, I will be probably taking these into the store, because those sitting in a bowl, people will love turning those into pendants and using them on bracelets and things. But you all get first dibs. You all get first dibs. All right, next up, made these 75 cents each. These are, I don't know what kinds of stones these are. And I didn't, you got to test them to see if they're dyed or not. The holes, down through the holes, they look solid color, but if the holes were drilled before they were dyed, they might be that way. I did not break one to see if it's all the way through, but the next 4 lots are going to be these various color, fairly large hole gemstone beads. The first ones are these blue ones, and some of them have brown in them. Some of them have some white spots in them. They're just really nice large hole gemstone beads. And I know people often look for large hole. So these are 75 cents each. I've got 40 of these blue ones. These are 14.5 millimeters. The hole is approximately 2.5 millimeters. Let's see, 14 by 2.5. So good for leather work. Inexpensive, just 75 cents each. We've got 40, like I said, of these blue color. And they're super pretty. They would blend well with like a lighter lapis, or if you're using some apatite, the neon blue apatite, and wanted an opaque stone, larger stone to go with it. Go great with some brown leather. Just really pretty. And large hole. So 75 cents each if you're interested, MA63. We just sold 2 more of the 62s. And we've sold 4 of the 63s. That means there's 36 of these still available. Thank you so much. You never know. When you find things like this, you don't know if people are going to want them or not. This is MA64. These are more of a turquoise-like color. They're a green. And they're a large hole bead. And they look a lot like turquoise, right? Similar anyway. And they're 75 cents each. And we've got 40 of these ones. But we always get people asking for large hole beads, especially in the store, because they want to work with leather and make things with that. And so again, these are things we're selling to you first, and then these will probably get right thrown into the store afterwards, so that I have some large hole beads on stock for people. MA64, 75 cents each. MA65, maybe my favorite of these large hole beads are these gray, but they're gray and they have purple and some reds. Look at that. I don't know what they are, what kind of stone, dyed, conglomerate, I don't know. I don't know. But they're so pretty. And I love these gray, the gray vibe on these. So it's MA65. There's only 31 of these, less than the other 2. It's super duper nice. Fun. I like the gray. I like gray. It's such a good color. And these have purple, so if you mix this, you can mix this with some amethyst. That'd be really pretty. But we'll pick them out for you if you grab any of these. We've sold 4 of the 63, 5 of the 62, no, 7 of the 62, 4 of the 64, and 4 of the 65 so far. So we've got lots more of them available for y'all if you like. And the last lot I have tonight, MA66, ending on a weird number, but that's what I had for y'all. I think that's all I got. Unless people want to see, the only other thing I have here that I have kind of sorted through already are some religious metals, if y'all are looking at those, but they didn't go crazy. You didn't go crazy for those yesterday, so I kind of decided not to do more of those tonight. But if y'all want to see them, let me know, and I can do a few more lots of the religious metals. Maybe you weren't here yesterday and missed them. These are really pretty. These look like the turquoise with the purple, the blue turquoise that has purple in it. Oh, Andrew has stuff coming up. So there is more, everybody. Andrew's bringing some stuff up to me. Look at this. This looks like the blue turquoise with purple in it. There is a turquoise out there that is blue and has purple. And it's so pretty, and that's what this looks like. I hope these aren't them, because if I'm selling these at 75 cents each and these are actually those, I will be freaking out. I'll be like, canceling all sales on those. No, but I don't think they are. I think they're made to look like that. But they are pretty, and they are a good substitute for turquoise. The blue turquoise. The other ones were green turquoise. These are 75 cents each. There are 32 of them available if you're interested. All right, MA66. Anna says, I'd like to see the other metals. All right. I can show you some till Andrew brings me stuff up. Let me make some lot numbers here. MA, these were all $12 is what we were doing. We haven't separated out. MA67, $12. All right, let's see what we've got here. So here are the first batch of metals. Let's see if I can hold this light and the metals at the same time. So this is one of the metals in this batch. I don't know the religious stuff that well, so you all probably know what these are. Some of you may know these better than me. Whoops. Whoa. Here's this one. St. Anthony, pray for us. And then we have this one. Oops, sorry, my computer is going. Just gotta tap that. So this is MA67, $12 for these three if you're interested in them. MA67. Whoa! We've just sold 14 of MA66, those blue turquoise likes ones. Thank you so much. It's MA67, MA68. Let me see, what else do we have here? Some of these are very similar. I don't want to keep doing the same over and over. They're all different, but you know. MA68. All right, this is MA68. It says this one. And this is a pin. Remembrance of First Holy Communion pin. And this is St. Francis Xavier. I don't know. Cabrini looks like. I told you I don't know these. Italy says pray for us. MA68. How you like these? MA69. So far, no claims on these. Let's try another one, see what happens. Cabrini. That's what I thought. Thank you, Suzanne. This one comes with this. This is a little statue. So you get that. And you get this. This is plastic, probably a vintage plastic, cross, and then you get this cross. It says Italy at the bottom. Lena says, I love the Mary, but I only want her. We only sell them in the batches. Only selling them in the batches right now. And then we have this one. It says, I am a Lutheran. So MA 69, $12. And it says, I like them, always looking for unusual. I think some of these are unusual, but I don't know. They're all unusual to me because I don't follow any of that MA 70. It's all kind of foreign to me. MA 70, $12. At least this gives Andrew time to get some of his stuff up to me. These are pins, and I don't know what this is, but it is this on one side, and this is the other side. And then this is attendance. This is the little pin. Suzanne says they are different. And then this is also a pin. And what's this one say? I can't read what it says. Suzanne says it might have gone on a breast pocket. That's what I was wondering, if that one was for a breast pocket. Made in Czechoslovakia, I think is what that says. I think it says made in Czechoslovakia. And this is an attendance award for church, LOL, right? I don't know. Maybe.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, it's Andrew.
That one looks like it's gold.
Maybe this one.
Maybe pop that out the setting and melt it.
And it says made in Czechoslovakia. That's an old one, it looks like. All right. So Andrew's here now.
Choices.
Choices? You're giving people choices now?
No.
Choices on a Friday?
They can look at it and I'll maybe decide based on stuff. So I have 3 different finishes on this. I have a pearlescent one that has a little bit of the antiquing. I have a plain one, and I have a brown antiquing glaze one.
So this is the pearlescent, right?
Yeah.
This is the plain, and this is the brown. So pearlescent, they're better seen this way, I think, actually. So there are the 3. So you're doing what? Giving them a choice of which you're gonna.
I'm just seeing which one people like the best.
Which do you like the best on these? Let us know in the comments, y'all.
The ones it might be duds.
Pearlescent, plain, brown.
Because I'm kind of figuring out I'm working with a new some new things, and so the colors are color shifts. So I'm playing around with them.
Let me know. Let us know which ones you like the best. Let me get a drink here.
Did anybody say anything?
Mm-mm.
How many people are watching?
15.
And nobody said anything?
Not yet. You gotta give it time. It lags. Lennis likes the plain. Suzanne likes the brown. So pearlescent, plain, brown. I think those two are my favorites too. I think the brown might show up best on camera, says Anna. Vicky likes the brown as well.
Alright, I'm gonna move to the next one.
Okay.
Alright, here's another decision maker.
Oh my goodness. Whew. Hot and flashy right there. Maybelline likes the pearlescent one. Amanda likes the brown. I thought each was my favorite as I was thinking, but in the end, a brown, says Anne. So it seems like brown is the winner for those ones.
So this is that looks different in the light depending on which way you look at it. I kind of think they look unfinished though, but I kind of like that, like razzle dazzle. But then I'm like, is it too easy if I don't do all these other layers to it? And then I wonder if I'm psyching myself out.
So what's the question on these ones?
Which one's the beloved?
Which one is the beloved?
Plain or with the brown? The antique.
This is with the antique. Okay, so this is the plain clay with that, and I'm trying to do it in different lights because sometimes the light is too strong.
Yeah, that one's got all kinds of flashing to it.
And this one is with the brown.
To antique.
Or antique it. Anne likes the plain in this one. I don't know. In person, I kind of like, I don't know. They're both nice. I kind of like the brown, the antiqued one.
I think you can see the design a little bit better.
The plain is showing up better because it has more sparkle, but in person, the antiqued one has a lot of sparkle too that isn't showing up on camera. Suzanne likes the antiqued one better. There's some of the flash. On the plain, it looks like the lights are flashing out the eyes, says Anne. Yeah, it does.
Changes on the light.
It does change in the light. So far the winner on that one is the plain.
I thought you said the brown.
That's the one I like, but they are choosing plain, 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 flashy one, plain. Now there's two for antique.
Okay.
So far, those are the kind of winners.
And then the duds that don't get picked, and they go back into the unloved
Let's
box.
see. Oh, let's see. Anna says, I like the antique, I think. Is it possible to layer both? Do you get the shimmer but with the darker details? This does have the shimmer, but you just can't see it as much on camera. In person, it shimmers quite a bit.
I take some of the shine down, which is...
Vicky says, I like the flash of the plain, but detail of the brown. Sandra says, flashy one. This is really flashy in person. Like the camera's even cutting back.
You've never seen that, have you?
No, the camera's cutting back on the flash. This is like
I'm trying
overtly flashy. Like this one is subtly flashy because it does have a coppery gold flash to it with a little bit of color, but you can't see it on camera. And then what are these ones?
There's plain, and then there's the antique and glaze.
So this is the plain.
And they're not, I shouldn't call it plain, but that's the easiest way to...
Yeah, because they all have a little bit of something, something.
But I made it, this is like my lazy Roman glass one. But I changed the color too. So the green is a little bit
Lennis
different.
is the antique dragon.
This is the Pegasus.
Or the Pegasus. Anna says, I wish the details came through more on the flashy.
No, that's the trade-off.
That is the trade-off.
So, I have different versions of these, but they might not make it.
So far, the antique one is winning. on that one, on the Pegasus.
Alright, so these are ones that I have to, these are brand new ones. So that's the Dreaming Tree again, but in teal and green.
Look at that.
I don't know if that's going to come up on the camera. Because some of these
It's
are
coming like purple and flashy beetle wing green, which is kind of cool. But the teal isn't really coming through on that. Ooh, gold.
but green and apricot. Annabelle's trying to get in.
Yeah, she is. She's like furious at us. So what's the question on these ones?
If people like them.
Do you like this at all? Would you buy one of these? How about that? Would you put your money on that? I like the Anna says that tree does look like flashy beetle wings. I like this. I like these all. Suzanne says, I love the frog. You love this design or you love the gold? I love the gold on the frog, says Anne. Suzanne says yes. She would buy them.
And then these ones.
Oh, there's more. But wait, everybody. There's more.
There's a couple different.
Dale says, yes, I do, and yes, I would.
So I was messing with the formula of the transparent and to make it, to play with the different clay, because some of the clay that's the translucent clay is real hard to work with. It's super crumbly. So this is less crumbly, but it's not as hard as the other ones. So it's a little bit more bendy. Don't think I'm going to do any more of the crusty ones because they're just so much more work, and it's kind of a specific,
Yeah, not everyone wants a crusty.
I like it.
I do too.
Not everybody's going to want that.
Suzanne says, I like the 4-leaf clover too. So, out of all of these, everybody, what are your favorites? Name them.
And then I have at least 6 of each of the designs. Some of the ones that I've done multiple tests on, I have less of, because I use them for tests.
Right. Okay. Name your favorites.
But in theory, I have all of these available.
Sandra likes the stars and moons. Suzanne likes the said like the 4-leaf flavor too. So stars and moons. This one says Sandra. Amanda loves the tree, Pegasus, and the skulls. So which Pegasus do you like better?
The antique ones. I think the antique ones you can see the design better, but maybe I'll go and do a gold one.
Let's see. Dale likes the tree and stars with the moon. Vicky says the finish on the frog is my favorite, but I really like the celestial design. Suzanne says brown skull, 4-leaf clover, and frog.
Which skull?
Brown skull.
There's 2 skulls.
Oh, I think this is the one. Maybe she means that one. 4-leaf clover and frog. Probably that then if she said brown. Antique Pegasus and 4-leaf clover, says Anne. Antique Pegasus is the one Amanda liked. Shamrock and stars and moon. So it's like the stars and moon, shamrock, the frog, this tree, and the Antique Pegasus are coming up a lot.
Alright, if you want to do those as lots, anything that has a patina on it is a 1.
Wait, say which ones that you tell me.
Okay, 1,
1.
1, 1, 1. And then the other ones, I have multiples.
Like how many? At least
5 in theory.
At least 5. Okay, so we're gonna do these all in lots. You get the chance at them.
Those ones, if people like those, I can do.
You can make more.
Yeah, except I don't know about this pearlescent one. I think I might only do one of that.
Okay, so do $8 on these or more?
It's fine.
8? Okay, so let's do MA71. Let's move these down. So MA71. Oops, it's still not in the camera. Is this one, MA71. There's only one of these. He's not going to make more of those.
And I have to play around too, because some of these I'm doing tests on these, and I'm experimenting with some of the color combos, and like what the colors look best on, like iridescence and stuff.
Yeah. So this is MA71. If you want it, it is the one and only. There won't be any more of these ones made, most likely. MA71. You get the only one.
And part of me is tempted to go back over and paint it again.
Well, if it doesn't sell,
Take off the pearlescence.
It is a pretty clay color.
I've made some teal clay that I think is really pretty.
MA72 is going to be this one, and there is one, but he might make more. So I'm gonna, if we have claims for it, he will maybe make more of these. So this is the teal one with the brown, the antiquing. That a lot of you said you liked. That was the favorite skull of those first few skulls. MA72. Anna says, I like seeing your color and finish tests.
Yeah, if you like it that, then you'll love the Patreon, because I show a lot of that stuff on there.
Have you all joined our Patreon?
I didn't do it for these ones because my hands were dirty, and I don't like to touch my phone when my hands are dirty.
That's the Patreon. If you'd like to join us there, patreon.com/StarCottageStudio. MA72 is this piece.
In theory, we should see about changing it to allegory color.
I know.
Because we got it originally, we were going to have like a DIY channel.
Yeah.
And then...
well, it was going to be to fix up the cottage and show our DIY abilities, and then...
And we sort of do, but it's not as much. More of it's like my enamel failures.
This is MA73, if you'd like to claim any of these.
No claims so far.
No claims so far. MA73, this is one. If there are more than one claim, he may make more of these, but there's at least one. MA73. This is the brown skull.
And I'm not going to make these matte, I don't think.
I think you'd lose something if you made them matte.
I'll do a test, but I don't think I'm going to do these matte. I'm going to leave them razzle dazzle finish.
MA73.
They are sealed, but I'm going to also do a durability test and see if I can skip the sealing process.
MA74. 8 of these, same thing. One of these available.
The Pegasus. Now this is a different transparent, so it's not as see-through as the other one. I mean it's not as see-through.
Oh, MA73 was claimed. Thank you so much. This is MA74. Now these other ones you said there's 5 of each, right?
I think so.
Okay. MA74. MA74 was just claimed. Thank you so
I
much.
just knocked Idabel over and she looked at me like,
Startled.
you got a runaway in there.
Hi, Gilbert. He's been trying to get in here for days. Lena says, I think I like the plane because I often paint your pendants myself, and then I don't feel bad like when I painted the other star tree, and then you told me the stars were melted silver.
Oh wow.
MA75. Hi, Gilbert. There are 5 of these available if you like them. MA75 is the Dreaming Tree in the beetle wing color. Hi, buddy.
I made that for a
Thank you.
kit, so hardly anybody ever has that design.
The Dreaming Tree design.
I'm also trying to make some of them a little bit thinner, so that they're not so chunkalicious.
So cute. Gilbert.
What are you doing, Gilbert?
Oh, no, he's trying to get up here.
He's trying to go on the camera.
Oh, he's trying to get up here and go on the camera. He wants to be seen. He needs some white daddy attention.
This is, wait a second.
What's going on over there?
This is a feeling deception coming on.
So this is MA75. We've
He's
sold
like, you
one
can
of
go.
these. We have up to 5 of these available, possibly, maybe.
He says, you can go.
He's like, go ahead, Golden Daddy.
You don't need to be.
Keep going out this door.
We're fine.
MA75. We've sold one of these. We have 4 of them still available if you'd like them.
I'm also thinking about, now some of it, I don't have any more clay in the colors. Like I mix my own colors with the clay.
Yeah.
And I mix my own clay too. So I'm always tinkering around. One of our friends, they came over and I showed them some polymer stuff. And they're like, how come my polymer feels different? And it's because I mix a blend of different polymer clays for different effects. So a lot of times like this, you can hear it where some of the clay is real soft and it's like bendy.
We've sold 2 MA75s. Thank you so much. This is MA76. This is the plain. And by plain, it means it has the beautiful blue flashies, which you can barely see on camera, but you can in person. It's a metallic blue. MA76.
Gilbert is so pleased that he gets to come.
Oh, he's so happy about it. He says, this is my spot. This has been my spot for years.
Not anymore.
I know, poor boy. He used to have free reign of this room, and he used to sit by the window every night.
Sometimes I think he used to bust out and go onto the top of
the
roof.
He went onto the roof, the porch roof through the screen, and would have his own little. That was his little hangout man cave.
His patio.
His lanai.
Or his what they call that? Yonder window. What's that one? Juliet balcony.
We sold 1 MA76. We've got 4. Oh, I didn't put the number on there. We've got 5 of these total, the MA76. Ann says MA76 is a gorgeous color. That blue is gorgeous. It really is.
Anyways, what I was saying is I was thinking about making some beads. Like real simple, just real simple beads.
Roll out some beads.
You can help with that too. We'll put a show on or something.
MA77. We'll do this
coordinate.
One. Yeah, coordinating beads for these. MA77, 5 of these available.
Because you're never going to get anything that's going to match that exactly.
No, you got to make it if you're going to make it.
Uh-huh.
If you're going to have it, you got to make it.
Yeah, I don't know if I have any more of that gray color. That bluish gray.
Oh, the clay?
Uh-huh.
MA77. Flashy. 5 of these available. $8 for you all. If these make it to the online store and I take pictures, for one thing, his pendants are going up to $10 or $12. I keep saying that. It's just going to happen. But They're going to be $10 or $12 if they go to the online store and you want to get them there. But they're $8 for you all, and you get first dibs to get the newest things watching our lives. MA77. Suzanne says that would be nice, coordinating beads. Anna says, yay for beads. I hoard your beads, Andrew.
Use them. Otherwise, I don't make them anymore. That's the way it goes.
That's the way it goes.
If people don't like them, I'm not constantly filling them up. And look at this would go well with that. Not that one.
Oh, yeah, the teal leather.
Mm-hmm.
This is MA78. This is the one a lot of you said you liked. We sold one of the MA77. Gilbert, if you would stay like that in here all the time, you could come in here all the time.
He's slightly nervous. He's like, he's going to get me.
I know. If you just stayed there all the time, you could come in anytime.
If you want to sell these, try to sell this.
What is it?
The Lusters. Those are the last of them.
Oh, how much you want to do them for?
How much we charged?
I don't know how much. I think it was 32. MA78. Oh, I forgot to write on here that we have 5 of them.
Because I'm not making any more, so
no.
Item.
Anna says no, I want more.
Well,
more beads.
To hoard?
To hoard?
Well, that's good too, I guess.
So this is MA78. We have sold 2 of these so far. Thank you so much.
Do you want a texture on the beads, or do you want just like little pebbles?
Anne says I have some faux Roman glass Andrew made years ago.
So you've been in the R&D of that because I've been trying to make the Roman glass, the fake Roman glass for all my life, pretty much. And so, like authentic Roman glass. We went to that Corning Museum and a fire lit into my eyes. And so I've been trying to figure that out. I was like, I can't really do that on enamel because, well, I can. It's just not going to have the same kind of effect because it's got a metal back. Unless I get real good at plicature, which I don't think that's going to happen.
We've sold 4 out of the 5 78s. That's that 4-leaf clover or shamrock. 4 of the 5 are gone. If you want a 78, get it now. MA78. This is MA79. It's the frog. A lot of you like that frog too.
Now, does anybody want me to try? I made a little bit extra of that crusty. I'm not all completely out of the crusty yet. But I'm probably not going to make it ever again. So if there's a design that you see that I've made that you want me to crusty up, let me know. And I'll maybe try to do it for you.
Dominion says, how do you choose artists for your trunk shows? That's a process.
It's basically people I like.
It's people we know, we like, we trust their work, we trust their business.
Mm-hmm. Because if somebody annoys me, I'm not going to work with them.
Nope.
And that's just the fact of it. I will not work with people I don't like.
Nope. So we have to know them. We have to have a good relationship with them. They have to be somebody who's been in the AG Bead fam at least a little while that we've gotten to know.
I mean, AG Bead fam is, amorphous in concept. So it's people that I pick because, and generally speaking, we ask people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't generally, the times that we've worked with cold calls, we've not done well.
Yeah.
So I just don't like to do it. And it's just like, I only want to work with people that I have a good rapport with. Because if it's somebody that I don't know or it's like a stranger, I've been burnt too many times working with people I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been burnt with people I do know. So
yeah.
I'm hesitant and leery.
This is MA80. There are 5 of these available. These Pegasus in the plain. Well, plain, not antiqued. We've sold 3 of the 5 79s. That's the frog. 3 of the 5 79s are available. No, 3 of the 5 are sold. 2 of them are available. This is MA80. That's the Pegasus, not antiqued. Gilly.
You heard his cry?
He knows what's happening. That's why. He's like, don't throw me out.
Is this the
Says-
only place I
it
get a
says,
break
says
from the
I'm
system?
being good.
I know, but you're getting hair and stuff.
And it says life is too short to not enjoy who you work with as well as what
know.
you do.
You know what? I've made a promise to myself that I'm not taking classes from people who I think are suspicious. And the old way is that there used to be this small circle of people. I'm not going to say what kind of people, but they're a small circle of people, and they got away with all kinds of bad behavior
Mm-hmm.
because they held the knowledge as gatekeepers.
Yep.
And I'm just not interested in that. I'm not interested in supporting that. And if they know something I don't know, then I guess I'm just not going to know it.
Yep.
So,
It can die with them.
I know.
Someone else will figure it out later.
bye-bye. So I've made a thing where I'm only working with certain people who I want to work with. And
This is MA81, everybody, the feather.
it's one of those things that has been a real big change in my whole kind of making.
Yeah, it used to be like you look at those people like, oh, I want to know what they know. And then you realize they're not nice people.
Where they do stuff or whatever.
Or they hold it over people or
like I used to have some professors in college, and most of them were good, but there were a couple of them that were super less than good
skeezy
and would take advantage of students or would have these weird power structures where they're the master and everybody else is like beneath them, and they would treat them like garbage. And I'm just not into that. And
Right.
so I'm getting to the point in my life where I'm not going to support people. And for the people
this is MA82.
For the people who are bad people, I'm going to go and use whatever influence I have to purposely make it harder for them. I don't know why I got on that tangent, but here I am going to go and.
Andrew's not afraid to make a bad person suffer.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I don't have to do it loud anymore because I've realized loud doesn't necessarily get stuff done. Because I used to be real loud about some things, and that only blew back to hurt me. So now I'm just going to use whatever influence I have.
Boy, we just put this up. Somebody was jumping the gun. We sold 3 of these ones already.
Oh, good.
So there are 2 of these available. I didn't put a 5 on here. Let me put a 5 on here. Somebody knew what the next one was going to be. They lined that up. 83 is this one. There are still 2 of them available. 3 of them have sold. Thank you so much. And then we're going to go into the last ever of the luster pendants. And it says soapbox. Sometimes you just need to do it.
Well, the thing is like, I think, especially in the craft community, there's still this veil of silence about stuff. Like, nobody wants to come across as unprofessional. And that's like the thing. Everybody wants to be professional, air quotes, whatever this means. Whenever somebody has a problem with you, invariably they'll say that's not professional. The amount of times I've been told that I'm not professional, I can, wallpaper the house.
Well, also, we've been told we're unprofessional just because we talk to you all like we do. Just because we're open with you.
I don't care.
Right? And it's like stupid things like that people get crazy over.
Well, there's a thing where there are some people who think that there's customers and then there's people who they're friendly with. And if that's how you want to row your boat, go on ahead. But don't yuck my yum, because if you try, I'm just going to look at you. I'm going to say this. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Just like that. But the thing is there is this thing where in the craft community particularly, there are people who are super nasty and they get away with it. And they have a whole career, 30, 40 years of being a DICK. And,
oh boy, our luster pendants were $28. I thought they were $32 at least.
And they keep going. Like, they just, that's the thing. Like, no consequence. Because everybody's like veil of silence. Or they think that they're like that they earn this like distinction.
And says that's a good philosophy, Andrew. The BS steals too much of your joy and peace. Dale says, have you shown the tree pendant? I did, Dale. We
Which
showed all
one?
the pendants. I'm thinking you mean the flashy tree.
The green one or the teal one?
The teal
The
one.
dreaming tree?
The dreaming tree. I think that was one of the... There it is. There it is. The tree was $75, and I don't think we sold out. We sold 2 of them. So here, Dale, just for you, since I know you're working.
Well, somebody recently they contacted me, and they kind of was a slightly bullying way about how I should work with them, and I said, "You must be kidding! You tripping?"
So that's 75.
I said, "You tripping? If you think that you're gonna come in here and you're gonna convince me with sass that you're gonna be eligible to," I was like, "There, I will braid my leg hair over this."
Anna says, I'd love to see the moon and stars in a dark blue with silvery or gold.
That could be arranged.
Let's see. Anna, Dominique says, that sounds nice. Dale says, I need a tea with, oh, well.
A tea, like a tea blend, or me dish the tea.
Anne says, I thought that the other night about the luster pendants. I remember thinking they were really inexpensive for all the work. Yeah.
This we don't make a lot of money off this.
No.
The idea was that we would sell it a crap ton.
Right. We thought we were going to like go into major production to make these, and then we didn't. So
and then we would be able to hire somebody to come in.
So we're going to do the prototype lusters. If you want them, they come as they are.
This not signed, y'all.
They're not.
And it's not going to be either.
They're not signed. They're actually mica'd on front and back, which the originals were not, or the finalized. Yeah.
I mean, to put that AG on the backs of these wouldn't be too bad.
We're not doing it.
But he's like, as is.
I'm not doing it. I'll say
as
that.
Is. No, it's cold.
Not opening that window.
No. I just saw somebody. They shattered their laser because they put the they didn't take it
out of the window.
They didn't take their vent out the window,
mm-hmm.
And so it blowed up.
Lena says they also protect each other. Like I was bullied by some fans of an artist who ripped me off. People will pressure you to know who you're talking about, but if you say, you get slammed.
Mm-hmm.
Dale says, sorry, I was busy here. No problem, Dale. Happy to help.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I don't know if we've all seen it, but a lot of us who've been around for a while have seen the underbelly. And you know what? I'm just not interested in them. Like, I'm going to spend my energy on the good people. And you know what? Used to be in rooms, people would say, oh, who do you want to pick? And they would say, oh, I want to have this person be the keynote speaker of this event because they're
mm-hmm.
popular. And I was recently in a meeting, I said, you know, that person has a history of being blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, what?
Yeah.
And I said,
this is the one that
I don't care.
This is the one that's purple in person, but blue when it comes on camera. So I forget, is that the Phoenician purple? It is more purpley in person on this one.
I can't remember what it was. French lilac and West Phoenician this and dimple cheek that.
So this is MA84. These are the last of the luster pendants. We talked about these last night for those of you who wanted any of these. We're selling the prototypes. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just, so the production ones had a black back. These actually have the luster back.
So it's twice as much work.
So it is actually twice as much work. These are actually more work.
The idea was that we would do one on one side and then flip it over and do it on the other side. Because they weren't meant for it to be sold, so it didn't matter if there was a design on both sides.
Yeah, we were testing designs.
But then I started messing around with different designs, and then some of the designs that the concentration of black was so much that the laser was punching through to the metal. So I kind of picked the designs that just a few designs.
We're going to go through these pretty quickly because we have a lot of them. Well, we have a good number of them, and I don't want to be here all night if none of y'all want these. I don't know if we're going to get any claims on these or not, but this is the last of the luster pendants.
And then they go back into a box.
Right.
And maybe people see it one day when I'm dead.
MA85.
Did I scare them all with my talk?
Yeah, people are still here.
Sometimes that makes people watch more. They're like, who is it?
Well,
and then I'm like,
Anne says, I want one, but I'm waiting to see my choices. MA. Is there more paper down on the floor?
nope.
No.
You want some?
Yes, please. MA86. And we may have duplicates or sort of duplicates. MA86 are these. Is this one? And this one is a double-sided one. That's what I said. We were trying to do different things. So as you can see, this one has more black on one side and less on this side. So this is a double-sided one that was a higher setting on one side, so it blew out more of the luster, and a lower setting that we finally came to on this side that has more of the luster showing. So that is a double-sided one. And I think
testing the settings.
Yep, testing the settings on the laser. That was the other thing. We did a lot of them that we tested settings on.
Oh my gosh, how many hundreds? It's not actually that many. It was probably.
We've sold 85 and 86 so far. Thank you so much.
You know, I didn't know that we would sell these, but I'm glad that they're finding homes.
MA87 is the green man in the yellow. The gold, Inca gold, I think we called this.
I hope that people don't get, they don't used to me being real chill and mellow about stuff when I don't say anything. But you know what? I'm getting.
Sandra went through some of the enameling in our class. She knows how much work goes into some of these now, right? Linda says, I want one, but if I won my lots, I can't right now.
I can always clean it and then we'll set it aside for later.
Yeah.
But the chances of us showing these again is probably slim.
Right. That's the truth. Here is the, I think, English Ivy color in the Labyrinth design. English Ivy in the Labyrinth. MA88. Only one of every one of these available. We're showing you the prototypes. In a lot of cases, there's nothing wrong with these at all. But they're just ones that we were just testing to make the production ones.
Yeah, the colors would work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think there's a batch of them and the colors you didn't pick.
Sandra says, I sure do. It's a lot of work.
Well, the more you do it, the quicker you get, but it still is a lot of work.
Yeah.
I think I want to bring one of my wish lists for the cottage is to get anti-fatigue mats there.
Yeah, we need that.
Especially for this thing, because my back is all kind of look seized up.
Here's a dark purple. I don't know if this is even the same purple we ended up using.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Some of these could be different colors that never actually went.
That was one of the problems. We would forget which color, even though I wrote down all the recipes, and then I was using it next to the sink, and there was a little bit of water on the sink, and all of the letters.
He wrote it in pencil, so they all dissolved into one another. MA89.
Oh wow, that was the sign that it was done.
We just sold 88 as well. Thank you so much. Did I say that? Is that the one? No.
But
So what am I saying? That was not 88. Never mind. My eyes are getting,
because of the light.
because of the lights and the heat. Can you shut that heater off? It's getting too hot. My eyes are drying out. My face is drying out. My lips are drying out.
You didn't got cooked yet.
Yeah, I'm getting cooked in here. So 88 is still available. I did
People
not say.
have envisioned
Well, there was an 86, and the 6 looked like an 8 from this distance at this point.
starting to war.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Whew. MA90. MA90 is this one. This is a double-sided one again with the lily, but in this purple color instead of the yellow like before. But they are two different laser settings. This one is not as different as the other ones were on front and back. These are similar laser settings, but still playing around. Each one is a little bit different to figure out how much black it was going to blow out or not.
Mm-hmm. Especially we were trying to figure out different colors
Mm-hmm.
that would work and different thicknesses of the mica.
MA90 is sold. Thank you so much. People like the double-sided. The double-sided could almost have been double price if we had actually produced them,
Well, it
because
takes so long to etch the design.
the laser, and then if you blew it out,
I know one of the batches, I can't remember which design, but it had a little chunk that blew out.
the lily ones were hard. The lily ones were hard to get right.
There's an artist that I know.
This is
he lasers enamel, and when it blows out, he's like, "Well, that's the process."
this is MA91. This is the color. I forget what it was called, but it's the red green. It kind of flashes a little bit of red, a little bit green.
I think we called it Cherokee purple.
Yeah, it was Cherokee purple.
Like the tomato.
Yeah, because that tomato has the red and green with a little bit of purple in there.
Somebody was like, "Why you call this purple?" Oh, and then there's one color.
So 88 has sold. 90 they tried to buy twice. Sorry, only one of those available, and this is 91.
One of the colors we were cooking at a certain temperature, and I must have changed the temperature in the kiln, but it changed the color completely. So
yeah, we were like, why doesn't it look like it's showing that it looks like?
Like that Cherokee purple, if you fire it about 50 degrees more, it turns into this green, blue green.
Yeah, it's very different, but it does look like what they called it, which I forget what they called it, but scarab, yeah, something scaraby.
So I mean, that's one of the things. I thought I was going crazy because I redid that same pendant over and over and over and over.
So this one is 92. It's the Cherokee purple with the lilies on both sides in different laser settings. MA92. Now that we've discontinued these, people are buying them.
Well, that's the last.
Yeah, this is it.
Dance.
We don't plan to make these.
Like we might make some more.
I would like to make slightly bigger ones, actually.
I don't know. We'll see.
But
yeah, I don't know.
These designs and these colors, probably not again.
I like the green man, but the other thing was like we.
But we're not charging any more for these anyway, so it's not like we're charging more for these or anything.
Because you can't get them anymore.
If we made more of them later, but
yeah, I don't know.
MA93, we have no plans to make more of these, though. We'll say that.
I might make some. You never know. I'm never gonna say no about it.
No,
but
we reserve the right to bring them back to resurrect these from the archives. But
I work in seasons.
Yeah.
So it's polymer season now.
Yeah, it is. He's in the polymer clay world again.
I wanted to do something else, but my brain said no. And so I used to fight myself, and I would get so frustrated, and I'd be like, how come I can't do? And the thing is then I would be sad, and then I'm frustrated, and I wouldn't want to do it, and it would be like a struggle.
See, y'all, I told you it was going to be a short show, and this is anything but a short show.
When is it ever a short
I
show?
know.
Anyways, it's Friday night. Y'all
Right?
want to hang out?
Anna says you need to follow your creative brain.
Correct. You know, that's the thing. Is like, I'm creating systems in my life. Now, I realize I have a lot of privilege, and I'm extremely fortunate to be able to have that kind of autonomy. Because not everybody can, and not everybody really wants to. I mean, there's trade-offs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, some people have a corporate job, and that gives them security. We don't have security in our life. You know?
We do not.
It can change day by day about where we're sitting. You know.
Yeah, sometimes we're flush, and sometimes we are completely, almost, broke. We have inventory, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, but it's one of those things like, it's never as very feast or famine.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm thinking is, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to try to go and, like, when I'm in that mood, I'm just going to make as much as I can make, and then kind of squirrel some of it away, maybe. I don't know. This is just the idea.
Hannah says, I've always been broke, with a laughing face. We're trying not to be broke. We're trying to raise ourselves from the poverty mentality.
Well, the thing is like,
this is the Cherokee Purple with the labyrinth.
There are certain breakthroughs I think both William and I have had over the past couple of years where we just are, for one, I'm seeing that I can't keep doing at this pace and have it be sustainable.
Well, especially your past pace. You've gotten a little better.
And with William, his pace, I mean, he got a heart condition because of it. So we can't keep going the way that we have been going. So we've been making changes to our lives, and pretty drastic things. Like, we moved the shop to Johnstown. I don't know if it will last. That's something that we kind of have reserved the option of, of changing courses.
Mm-hmm.
But I think so far, like, just, it feels good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to see the community starting to form.
Yeah. Sandra says, trust me, inventory doesn't pay the bills. Speaking from personal experience.
Yeah. But at the same time, I want to have it so that when I do need to reintroduce, I don't have a lot of my own inventory built up.
Mm-mm.
Or if I do have my inventory built up, it's I don't know, it doesn't get seen. So I kind of want to have, it's that balance of having things to sell and not constantly being behind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, some of my friends, the way that they structure their year is winter time, and when there's no shows. When there's no shows, they hustle and make.
Mm-hmm.
And then when there's the outdoor festivals and stuff, they're on the festival loop. I don't want to do that because outdoor shows are hard. I mean, I guess I can do almost anything if I need to. But if it's up to me, I don't necessarily want to do that.
Well, it's the same thing like today. We could have gone to the store and opened if we really needed to today. We could have putted around the mountain or taken the long way, but we didn't want to risk doing that.
And for maybe $15 in sale.
Right.
Or none.
Or none.
I mean, when the weather's bad, sometimes I remember I used to go in the store, and I didn't work in the store a lot, but I used to go in the during the after the pandemic, when we were in our Ligonier location, I'd go into the store sometimes, and I'd be there all day, and not a single person would.
That's why we moved from Ligonier, because we said if it's happening here, and we move and people lose track of us, it's not going to be any worse. Anna says, William, can you tell me what the bluish labyrinth number was? The bluish, that's the Cherokee purple. You're talking about the Cherokee purple labyrinth? That was 95.
There should be that French lilac one.
I think that was one of the first ones, right?
But so we could have went in today, but I kind of like I don't really want to risk my life anymore for maybe making a couple bucks.
There, the purpley one in person, but the blue one on camera was 84, Anna. That was the very first one we did. So that was the very first one. It was MA84. And let me see if that has sold yet. 84 did not sell yet. And then we have one more left. So this is MA99.
Like I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and she was telling about like the trade-offs of being
the red labyrinth,
self-employed, and because she used to have a corporate job, and she was saying that being self-employed is sometimes very like stressful and risky, and you have to be real creative to make a success of it, and not everybody's gonna approve of the decisions that you make.
Mm-hmm.
Like we still get people who cuss me out because we decided to move this shop to Johnstown. And I looked at our sales records because we can do that. I mean, it's not impossible now.
Right.
And I looked up how much money they spent. And I'm not saying, everybody spends however much money they got, whatever. But they spent $40
once. Like they weren't a repeat customer.
And then I was like, I can't make decisions based on the $40 one time 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then like me have to like pick up extra jobs and doing all this other stuff to make ends meet.
Yeah.
Just because you want the convenience of maybe if you felt like stopping in one day.
Right.
I think they like the idea of us being in town. And I do too,
Oh yeah,
it's
I
right around the corner.
Can walk there if we need to versus driving 30-40 minutes.
So I don't, I don't mind the idea of it. But the thing is we were just not doing, like our rent kept going up. At least if this, like if we got real exasperated, we could actually just like sell the building.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or move into the building, or something.
Rent it out to someone else who wants a store. Cindy says, yes, save yourselves from the hassle. 'Tis bad out, 'tis bad out. And then Cindy says, small business is tough. It's not an easy gig, but offers lots to the owners.
And I think to the customers too. I mean, we are doing things in a way that if we work for other people, I can guarantee you it would not be like this.
No.
People would be like, no. Because I've worked with other people about content planning, and there are some people very particular about the way they do things and how they do them.
Yep.
So, that if that works for them, then great.
Okay, so we've sold, looks like 85. I think that's where we left off. 85, 86, 90, 88, 96, 94, and 98 of the luster pendants. So if you are watching this in a replay or you're waiting to see at the end, that's the end. So if you wanted something, grab it. Those are the ones that have sold completely. I didn't run some of those out because we were talking, but I wanted to name them out for y'all. And that's going to be the luster pendants. Those ones, at least, probably going in a box. So if you do want them, grab them now. All right. And thank you all for hanging out with us. It's been fun. We've had a good Friday evening, but I'm getting hungry and a little bit crusty in my eyes. I know my eyes are, I'm so dehydrated right now that I've been drinking water, but sitting in here with this heater, I'm sorry, I can bear, I'm like everything's getting double vision in here. So
Seeing visions, you
I'm
know.
seeing double visions of y'all. Cindy says, got to rewatch on the YouTube. Bye, y'all. Go eat dinner. Thank you, Cindy. I'll let you know, Cindy, if I'm going to the store tomorrow. If I'm up there, I'll let you know that I've arrived. If you want to come and help out, I will be bringing some packing stuff again to actually pack up this time.
The snow should be gone.
Should be. It's supposed to end tonight at 3 a.m.
The tricky thing is if it freezes.
That's what I said. If it freezes, because it's been snowing. So if it's
So
icy,
tomorrow, if it gets below freezing, then it's
that's dangerous.
It's worse than snow day. It's ice day.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Sandra says, have a wonderful weekend. What planter?
The heavy one.
I know. There's nothing in it, just dirt at least.
I know, but it's going to freeze. And he says that, but then we don't have a planter next year.
It's cedar. It'll be okay.
He say that. Who painted it? Who fixed it up? Put new screws on.
I was there for all that.
Mm-hmm.
Anna says, thank you. Good night. Susan says, good night. Have a great weekend. You got to come up if you're going to get the planter then.
Well, probably not then.
I've been waiting for him. It's too heavy for me to lift.
You have to take the dirt out one bucket at a time.
Yeah, no. Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Look how he said no.
I will probably try and do a vertical live streaming, maybe if StreamYard lets us, maybe sometime tomorrow or Sunday. So we'll just pop on, maybe do a little project or something if the store's slow.
Maybe I'll do it tonight.
We'll do vertical. We'll try
2 a.m. show.
2 a.m. show by Andrew, maybe.
I just have to set the camera up and I'll start dishing the tea.
Oh, Lord.
We won't save that video.
He'll be like, delete, delete, delete.
It depends how I feel tomorrow.
Right.
Somebody is saying, they're like, I tried to go back to see one of your posts and it was gone. And I told them, I said, you know, my posts, I keep them up as long as I want to, and then I take them down.
They're for me.
Because it's not for y'all, this for me.
Right.
And they act thunderstruck.
Charlie says, bye. Yes, eat and drink water.
I'm going to see her on Sunday.
Yes, you are. I probably won't.
I'm going to eat her cookies and crotch pie.
You better,
mushroom pie.
Charlie, just like set a separate meal aside for me. I may not get it. Hide it in the cottage and let me know where you put it.
Then somebody else will
I know, our furry friends. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and we'll see y'all soon. Bye, everybody.
See ya.